Right then, hello everyone. Let's get some sound going as well. I'm live. We're going to be playing some more Humankind today, like I usually do. Right now I'm just trying to figure out something on my stream on Twitch. In my control panel because I can't figure it out, but that's okay. Not really, but whatever's. Let's just ignore that. Let's bring up some... Nope, that muted it. How do I... There we go. So I did some editing to my stream. Things might be slightly different. They might be working okay. I'm not sure. Basically, we'll find out as it goes. And I'll kind of fix things on the fly if they've changed a bit. So let's just do it. So, my game. Turn 93 with the Robins. I am not enjoying the combat-related thing I'm doing here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start a new game. Again, and I've started a new game like every stream so far for the past 3 days. Because I want to... I'm just going to go... kind of all in, like I do. As much peace as I can. Science, all that sort of thing, because... I'll take wars as they come to me, basically. And I'll figure it out from there. I won't plan to go out and conquer. Put myself back to purple for this, because, you know, purple's good. It's good luck. We're also going to drop the difficulty down 1 to nation from empire, just while I try and still figure more things out, so people don't go crazy and run all over me. So that's the plan anyway. Pace, we'll stick to normal. 300, going to 300 maximum, that's fine. I'm kind of tempted by slow for a 450 turn maximum, but I think normal's okay. Blitz. 75 turns maximum. That's crazy. That's just like early eras. Unless it adjusts, you know, science and whatnot. I'm still S. Don't know how to fix that. Cool. Yeah, that's the plan. I like the idea of a large world there with 8 competitors. Like, it doesn't suggest a size. Actually, it does. Recommended for 8 players. Yeah, there we go. That's good. And huge would be 10 players. That's cool. Could do a 1v1 on tiny. No, we'll do large. Large is cool. We'll keep it there. 60% land percentage because I like that. Few ridges and cliffs because that's better. Competitors. So this dude I've downloaded off the website because Magenta has a bug with they automatically gain rep with individual nations, which then sucks because, you know, if they take them before you've even found them, you know that they get them automatically. But apparently this setting here, Megalopolis, they only ever want one city, which sounds pretty cool. And none of the default AIs have that, because I imagine the AI is probably not so good with that setting. But then if they have that, then they won't want to convert the nations, the separate nations. That sounds okay to me. And these are all actually set to advanced expert. We'll bring Alyssa in here. Hey, Beowulf. Is there anyone who is expert? Yes, Semiramis. Semiramis? I don't really want Gilgamesh, Midas. Yeah, they're all expert. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically, I want this group then. No, we'll have Arjuna. Right, so let's set this up. You. We'll have to swap him back there in a moment. But right now, we're selecting all the advanced people. Okay, he's advanced. Don't want you. Who do we actually have? Like, I've actually forgotten. Oh, mama. Beowulf's do it, damn it. Oh, Beowulf's advanced. I think we have all advanced AIs now. And a normal. So I don't want expert because Gilgamesh. Don't think we have her. No. Now Nerik here needs to go in Gilgamesh's spot. Hold on, wait, we have still Gilgamesh. I got rid of it. This is even more complicated than I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 7. There should be one AI persona that we don't have that's advanced. Basically, I'm stacking this in my favour. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that works. I'd rather just all advanced AIs while I'm figuring this out. So, everything's set how I want. We're not exactly stacking this in my favour, but that's fine. Let's do this. Let's go. I really like the music on the main menu. It appeals to me a lot. Let's go loading screens. Close up one of my curtains. Apparently it's got very bright outside. There's an interface by pressing Shift 10. Okay, cool. Like I'm not playing on Steam because like that's the default thing to bring up. No, it's not. That's Shift Tab on Steam. Also, I'm playing on Game Pass. I haven't thieved this game.
Here is where it begins.
Well, we're up
a
at
future that
wow.
You carve through force of will and a bit of luck, out of the raw stuff of planet Earth. Alliances and enemies, wealth and danger, power and penury. May you leave the greatest mark.
And we're at the very tip of the world, so we can set these dudes to auto explore because you know they cheat and beeline for these.
Security and pleasure. Wonderful stuff, this simple food.
Yeah.
Even those who have disappeared may have done something very clever.
I kind of want to find a better area to settle as well because these aren't great. That might be okay. Like this is a very barren wasteland. There's not much food around at all. Not good. These guys split up so I get more. So we're probably going to be last in this civilization. Sorry, era. Ah, there we go. That's better. Split these guys up now. They can wander off their own way. Yeah, there's nowhere good. I think I'll have to manually control. Oh no, not. I have to manually control one of these groups because I need to find somewhere to settle an outpost. Okay, we can plant the food, or grind it up. We'll plant it to reduce the domestication cost. Research, I think. Go. I just need to manually control these so I can just try to get an area like this. This region here is probably going to be the best. Will these wander off and get explorations? Yeah, I was thinking of destroying the sanctuary, but I don't. Apparently up here is pretty good. Yeah, okay. I'll endorse what these guys say. I'll go up there. This area can be settled as my first city. Oh, sorry, outpost.
This way.
Let it there. It makes sense because then we've at least got somewhere. Ah, cool. We've got the knowledge star, so we could go ahead to a culture. We might actually be first to do that in that case. Now I've at least claimed a piece of land. Keep exploring. I definitely want to get away from up here. This has got a lot of resources though, so that's quite tempting to take. Out of curiosity. There's like nothing up here they suggest. Over here though, apparently. Ooh. Yeah, I think I'll keep these guys exploring auto-explore and we'll claim some land with these two. Apparently they have a better idea. Where did they suggested? There. Okay, that could be a pretty good spot for an outpost as well. Let's work these lads up. We'll ignore that one for now. Alright, so we've got the legacy. Okay, we trekked across the wilderness. We'll be round as makers, farmers, or charmers. So we get Wattle and Daub legacy trait, plus 1 industry per pop. Real good. Plant law, plus 1 food per pop. Or astronomy, 1 science per pop. I think I like the idea of science. So we could enter an era. Well, apparently they've been taken by 3. I don't really plan to be combat like Syrians. I've been those before. I'm not that fussed about them. Babylonians could be nice because they're about science. Started as Babylonians in my first good game and that worked real well. That's pretty tempting. Egyptians, pretty good. Nubians, they're all about money. Olmecs, about influence. Phoenicians, Thou. I'd be kind of tempted to either take the Zhao or the Babylonians again. I don't know if I want to take it right now though, because I think I can still get some time out of staying in Neolithic. I'll be disappointed when all the good options are taken, but I think we could stay in Neolithic for a little while as we keep having my dudes explore, try to get food and things. Oh yeah, everyone did it that turn as well. So I was basically on parity with all the AI. So that's cool. Actually, we should probably send these people over to a city there. Yeah, we'll do that. They can head over there. These lads, they can put these two to auto-explore down here. Sorry, to there. Oh, hey, wait. No, stop. Abort. No, don't go back. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's fine. Ha! Meh. Getting confused over the controls. Okay, anyway. So, violent pursuits with the games, yes. We could encourage it. We get -5 food, but we get combat strength per unit, which is not great. We could forbid the games. We get +5 food for 10 turns. Or we get -25% to the domestication research cost. I think I've done that already. I mean, that'd give another 25%, but I'm not that fussed about that. So let's get +5 food for 10 turns. This place could expand up. Nice. Ah, there we go. Now we have another little unit off. We'll send you down there. These lads, they can go auto-exploring. Well, they're going there. Yeah, we'll stick around in Neolithic for a few turns, I think. Out of curiosity, if we did want to change, Babylonians would still be available on this turn. What does this do? I think we can wait until we get the growth star complete. Get 2 more units of pop, and then we can push on. When we're definitely not going to get the Hunter Star as well.
By building an outpost, claiming territory is this easy. The trick, of course, is keeping it.
Because I like... Because of this staying in Neolithic, while we get food, it upgrades my Pathfinders to new armies. Sorry, not new armies. We generate new. Someone went Nubians. That's fine. You know they've gained another one. Yeah, will it? Take those out. Guys can now move up there. Because they're just generating pop while we collect food in the Neolithic, which is pretty good. Not pop, sorry, but Pathfinders. I think we'll split these off.
What's over there?
Some became Egyptians. Okay, we finished the growth star. Right. So I think... Can't split these off, I need to turn that off. Whoops. Okay. That was a mistake. Oh, actually, don't go... do that. Right. You get that. Auto explored you. Knowledge. Okay, I think then this turn we should do it. We'll become the Babylonians. Yeah. Get science. Adopt it. And then we'll have what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Or Pathfinders wandering around finding more curiosities. So that works pretty good for me. Plus that would be one more turn until we can make one of these a city, and then we can decide what city to... which one would be best to become a city, I mean. Adopt. Yeah, Babylonians. I like Babylonians. I like science. Confirm.
Ah, the
Yep,
challenge.
we've seen that cutscene a lot.
This means more than just markets for the Babylonians.
Yeah.
It's also the beginning of mathematics, astronomy, and a set of codified laws that I wouldn't want to be caught breaking.
Right. We won't gain any more populations now, but you know, that's okay. We could go eat up this sanctuary, actually. Yeah, those lads can go their next turn. Okay, so which one of these is best? So we get 12 food, 13 industry. This looks quite a nice... Is this relative? It's not that small. It's got a lot of stuff in though. Numbers. Also this region. 17 food, 10 industry. Plus 5 of that is from the event that's going on, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so I think this city is going to be the best one to take first, because then we can get an outpost here and get this copper. This outpost doesn't offer anything to become a city right now. We can connect them up at some point. There's more resources around here for this one to be the city. Let's do that. Babylon. Can we actually connect you straight away? We need 30 stars for that, but that's okay, that's enough. Cool. We could prioritize our astronomy house. Lose a couple of production here, apparently. That's because it's the worst spot. What? Not here, though. We gain 1 food, 2 science. Gain only 1 food, so we wouldn't actually gain any science here. Ah, because we'd improve the science on land, right? Building it there be better. See, that I'm not sure about. Game doesn't suggest making food there anyway. It does like the idea of putting production. Maybe we could get production there and we might be able to put the science area on that one. If not, then we could probably put science up there or down there. In the future. Yeah, okay, let's get production up and running first. Oh, actually, no, we should prioritize, sorry, Pottery Workshop for a plus influence before getting that thing up. Okay, so we don't have any horses in my lands, as far as I can tell. No. Okay, no horses, so we'll go with carpentry calendar. Yeah, let's go with calendar, get a granary. That seems a good idea. Now the curiosities are giving us gold, so that will help. We'll go murder this sanctuary. Ransack it. We'll take this bit of land as well, because that's got the copper in. It's not going to be an amazing sector to own, but we'll still take it, I think. Curiosity. What's the game was suggesting anywhere nearby? Not close to these people. We'll make these auto explore more. They'll keep hunting down stuff. See, this is actually a real good city. There's science here. I definitely would want like science centres around those, I think. Knowledge. Got calendar, cool. That's good. Let's see. Carpentry is probably going to help next for a lumberyard. Hey, first discover Mount Roriami. Hey. That's real nice. That's absolutely a place that we're going to... That's in this zone, the one I wanted to take. That's actually real good. So let's see, these lads. Do you have anywhere you suggest over here? See the numbers. Come on, show me the numbers. 5 and 8. Okay, not... I definitely want to take this piece of land. So we'll move over a bit. See if there's any better over here. There might be.
Let's go.
Pretty decent for production. That's 5 and 8. It's not great. 5 and 9. Keep moving this way, see if we can find a better spot. Plunder work, that's good.
Over this way.
Game doesn't really suggest anywhere for this zone. Oh hey, there might be better over here. There's some horses. Here might be a good spot. 5, 5 and 9, 7. Great spots, but I do want this region. 3 and 11 could be good. Slow growth, but 13, 6 and 10, 7 and 12 could be best back over here. That's 7 and 12. Seven and 12 is definitely better than 3 and 11. Fine, we'll go over here and do it. We'll set up an outpost there. Probably should have sent these guys up instead, but whatever. It's fine. Could actually do with linking my city up to this one as well. In fact, I'd probably prefer to have this piece of land to link it first, so we'll wait. Oh, we've got carpentry now. Cool. Give a city defense. Make a couple of warriors, maybe. Cool. Done. Connect it up in 3 turns when it's made. Probably want this piece of land. Get all of this lead connected up. Probably try to figure out a spot for a second city yet. I mean, this might be a nice area for a second city. Probably want to take all the bits of land there first, because I think building outpost here is 80 influence, yeah. And over here it would be 30 for there. 80 for... This would be a good science area as well there. We'll keep one of these pathfinders for going around and seeing if you can claim area while the others explore. Dude, I just said, just go, lads, go. They gain some population. That's nice. Carcasses, money. That's good. Yeah, I'll try to claim there and kind of work our way down. This might be a nice area for a city somewhere around. Can't even look to see what that would be without the info. That's okay. One more turn until we can link that to Babylon. Ah, so civics, founding myths and legitimacy. So, stability in science. The +5 influence to the main plaza, or +3 faith. I definitely did go all in on influence. Sorry. Science the last time, which is real good. Well, the last complete game, I should say. Maybe I'll try like a bigger faith build, but I don't really... It doesn't seem particularly fantastic. I'd rather that +5 influence to start with, because that's just good.
Why was this even a question? Let's keep it simple. We've been here. It's our place.
Yeah. Legitimacy. Actually, I don't want to enact that one just yet because I need that influence. Actually, no, next turn we should be able to do that. Okay. Society, civics, legitimacy. Minus 50% on create outpost cost is actually real good. That will push us back to the center. Or minus 20% on attaching outposts, absorbing cities. See, that's good a bit later when I want to... No. I mean, that's good now still. That'll rack up in cost very quickly, creating my outpost stone. Having those half price is actually real nice. But this would let me attach them for cheaper. I think I'm going to go for the create outpost cost reduction to start with. And then when I've claimed some more land, we'll probably switch over to codified laws. Yeah.
That seems to leave a lot of interpretation of right and wrong. Not to mention yours and mine.
So theoretically, these lads over here that were saying it was going to cost 80, it should be 40? Yeah, okay. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the best choice right now. Even though I do need to link up these two to my city at some point, but... Well, some point means
They're
right now.
impressive, the
But,
Egyptians. It's a fair bet that you'll be embarrassed if you compare cities with them.
okay, so we found the Egyptian. Attach you to Babylon's because that's only 30, so that's good. How much would this be now? 80. That's fine. We'll attach that outpost at some point, but getting this one is pretty nice. Here we go. Research. We haven't got access to any horses. I don't think we care about that right now. We can skip it for the moment. Masonry for stoneworks. Bronze working actually is, yeah, the game is suggesting it anyway because of my special unit. Which is a good idea. That means we can get this copper going. Ah, so we've met the
It is my great honor as the leader of a great people to greet you in their name.
Cool. Hi, Guy. How about a non-aggression pact?
This proposition should be in
35
all our
gold.
best interests.
I mean, where's my gold? Oh, no. Nah.
I find your proposition outlandish at best.
I don't want to pay 35 gold. Hey, wait. Thank you. Right, these guys. So, is there any kind of good spots over here? Because it'd be nice for a sciencey area. It's a bit of a frozen wasteland of tundra. I don't need it particularly, but it will help push across. One here and then here. Where would I really want a second city? Somewhere close by. I think possibly this region I'd want a city. There might be better. That would leave me stretched rather thin with a giant hole across my my empire, though. Maybe kind of ignore the north and have a second city further south. What's the land like down here? That could be okay. I don't really want to do it too far. I think at the start 2 regions away would be good for another city, so possibly this region. Then the city here could claim land over here, down there, or Babylon claims there maybe. These spots aren't great, but we have a lot of these geysers, they give science, which is nice. Okay, we'll find a spot in this. That's not terrible. 4 and 14 is tolerable. Because there's not much food up in this place. That's why we need to really expand further south when we can, but I do want this piece of land. Right, let's go 4 and 14. I think that's probably going to be the best option. So we'll get there. Oh, let's go to forest. Oh, that is a big forest, wow. All the way around. Crazy. That's nice. An offer for something. They want to trade luxuries. Yeah, sure, why not?
Yes, I cannot dispute.
Yeah. This is where I wanted to build the city. Apparently the game suggests for this region over there. That's pretty good, like that region. This isn't the best territory, but we'll claim it as an outpost anyway. A good claim there as well. I mean, I was thinking of making this one a city, wasn't I? It wouldn't be the best though, because that's very hostile tundra ground. Probably not the best idea. Maybe I can make a city here instead. Out of curiosity, let's have a look at you. Oh, it won't even let me preview. If I get enough influence. That's alright though. I'll get more next turn to have a
visible mark of
have a
this
look.
new culture. I hope the style is pleasing, because it will be around for as long as the city lasts.
Right. Out of curiosity. There is actually pretty inhabitable as well. Not a great deal, not just mostly grasslands, nothing exciting there. Maybe I should go claim up here like the game suggests. Just to have this land. It's actually quite big and it's got a big chunk of... Yeah, okay. You know what? Yeah, we're going to do it. This is actually quite a big territory. It's all the way around, all the way down there as well. I think I'll turn that into a city in that case. And we'll connect Nervia to it. Babylon can then take Esselar. And we'll kind of split kind of down this way in a way. Yeah, okay, that's actually a pretty decent place for a city then. That place is much bigger than I thought. It's got some nice production stuff all the way down here because of the forest. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Babylon is done with its district. Cool. Get an astronomy house. Alright, so my plan... The science has now disappeared from there for some reason. That I don't understand. Guess that was only there. Well, I built something next to it. I didn't think it was going to remove it. It didn't say it was. That's confusing. That's actually sure why. Well, the game suggests making one for this territory over here. I get 6 food and 2 science for this thing. Isn't that an empty square basically? It's got production. I built something here. That will let me build. I am fairly sure this tile will be good for science because of that being next to it, even though it's not actually connected yet. I think there will be good. Let's see what it suggests here. Probably production. But it doesn't suggest anything because it suggests there, but you know. That would do 5 production. Sorry, industry, I keep calling it production there. Alright, we're gonna see if I can understand things properly, because I think industry there, then the science thing there.
Rapid and dangerous, the Hittites.
Oh, we've
Get
done the
ready
Hittites.
to hear the sound of chariots when you least expect it.
Okay. Alright, hello Hittites.
I offer
Well,
an
they
excellent
immediately
proposition.
want to trade luxuries. I mean, sure, okay. There we go, friend. A non-aggression pact. For 40 gold, no. We're not giving you 40 gold for that. Sorry, I've seen. If this science structure doesn't go there, or the game doesn't think it's good, then we'll just build it down here and then see what happens. Battle? Ooh. Ah, right. Some, a bear. Ooh, alright. Apparently the bear wants to play capture the flag. Oh man, awesome. Okay, I'm good with that. We have the high ground, so we can just deploy right there. Do this manually. What? I selected here game. That's where I deployed them. We still have the high ground though. Oh sorry, this is the deployment phase. The bear's already injured. Yeah, get this bear. No, it's got the flag. Why has the bear stolen the flag? It's got the high ground with me now, but it's dead. Yeah. We'll smash up his lair now. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, we can, it'll give me pop-ups. Okay, so, we could have faith per number of attached territories or faith per pop. I think polytheism. I'm going to not ignore religion as much this game as I did in my previous successful one. So, we'll see how it goes. Oh right, I completely forgot about... wait, where is... Wait, it wasn't Nervia I was going to make it. Did my thing get ransacked and destroyed that I put up here? Heck. Or did it not get made? Did I not? I could have sworn I made it. What the heck? It must have got destroyed and I wasn't told. Huh. That's wrong. Did the bears eat it? Like it didn't, even on the past couple of turns it didn't warn me at all. Maybe I just didn't build it. Well, whatever. It's fine. Okay, so the game still suggests this down here for this region. So, okay. We'll do it there. I'll just connect you up. Exactly 80. Okay, fine, we'll do that. We'll get Kessler as part of my city here then. Then we'll connect. We'll make Sarin a city and then connect Nervia to it. That's actually not that bad. Not a great piece of land, but like it's got production out here, so that's fine. I want to get more of these special Babylon sciencey things up. Bronze working, cool. What else? Masonry. Don't need masonry. Fishing. None of my cities are on coasts, I think, so we don't really need a harbour just yet. Well, actually, to be fair, we could get a harbour down here. Actually, yeah, fishing seems a good idea. Okay, hold on. Just chill out game with all the things. I want fishing. We can get a harbour over here. Right, why can we ask for reparations?
Time to see what happens when
How
foreign
can I
attacked one of my
get
armies.
together and decide to murder each other.
I mean, we could demand it or we could renounce it. Renounce it, we don't care.
It would be best to let...
I'm gonna retreat. Hey, we discovered a lake by running away though. I mean, that's nice. Right, idle team here. They can go back to... You know, we don't want to run an auto-explore, do we? Actually, yeah, we do. Yeah, why not? Just go for it. Go auto-explore. Well, they found a curiosity, so that was worth it. Right, one turn we can turn Sarin into an outpost. Into a city, rather. Ah! Okay, so religion. Who should be your religious leaders? Men, women, or everyone? That would push it towards tradition. This pushes it towards progress. That's all. Everyone could be a religious leader. Who are these lads? Just some deers. Fair enough. Right, where's... Oh, new grievance again.
Sovereign, how can I help you?
They keep attacking me. I mean, that's rude. And they are the Hittites, I guess. We'll renounce it. It's okay. I really want my scout dead here, though, and I'm trying to do things up here at the same time. There's Sarin there. Right, you can become a city. Hopefully I've got enough influence. I do not. I need 160. So the next turn that one can. That's cool. Alright, this fight. What's going on? If they have the high ground, it's capture the flag. I want to see... No, this is me, sorry. I have the high ground. It's capture the flag. Yeah, okay. You know what? We can do this if I have the high ground. Manual battle. Deploy up here on the flag. Let them come to us. I think they might have a warrior rather than a pathfinder or scouts. Oh no, they have scouts as well. Nope, I am sticking to the high ground. Although actually they can't seem to get here. No, we'll stay on this highest ground and hit them down there. And round. And round. Okay, they don't want to move. Because they know I have the high ground. Yep. We technically won because they didn't take our flag. Get wrecked, nerds. That's pretty good. You know what we could do? We could go smash their outpost. Just to be colossal dicks now. Like this plan, actually. My religion's going. Okay, we've got fishing. Good. What's next? Irrigation would be good for food on river. Plus public fountain is good as well. Ah, right, we need to declare war to go in there because they just connected it up before I could do that. Fair enough then, lads. Fair. Right, Sarin, though, you should be able to become a city now. Yep. Boom. Oh, we can immediately attach Nervia as well for only 30. That's good. Attach. Yeah, that's not a bad looking little empire to start with. No one can get through our borders to these two pieces of land unless they declare war, I guess. But we should take these two. Even though they're not great pieces of land, we'll still slam outposts on them. Out of curiosity, what's our cost for outposts? Okay, that's a lie. That's not going to be 3 influence. Come on, game. Right, idle cities. So, I think we should prioritise our astronomy houses because they're real good. They give food and science. Apparently over here is good with this territory. So I'll go with what the game suggests for over here. And then we'll build one over here at some point. At some point I'll probably build up a faith building. How much do we need? 25. Claiming here could be good. I don't think there's much up here, but there is lots of incense which I would actually like. You know what, the game really wants us to take down here though. 16 and 8 or 17 and 6. Rather than 8. So we'll take this piece of land and we'll try and hook that up to Sipar. We'll just make like big land grabs as much as we can and then try to connect them up. That works. Oh, Babylon's done, right. It's gotten... So how does this give science? Ah, science per adjacent farmers market. Right. Okay, maybe I didn't understand that properly then. Ah, I see why I did something wrong. I'm an idiot. That's okay, we haven't built one here. There's not much farmland over on this building area though. So I actually think a farmer market there would be good. I kind of wish there was a planning mode. You could pop down lines, wireframes, to kind of plan out where you might want things. Alright, so okay, this makes sense. So here would be good because then we can make farmer markets on these 3 spots and that'll power that up. We are getting lots of minus district issues though. I think we need... we're researching the thing to improve that now, so that's okay. Fix that after. Yeah, that works. Gonna need to get a scout to come up here and claim these soon. Just so I have them. There it is. That's what I need. Public fountain for plus stability on Babylon. And we can get roads. Automatically creates roads between cities and outposts. Yeah, get wheel. That seems pretty great. Hey, we've earned a science star. Nice. Finally earned a star for this era. Out of curiosity. Yeah, that's pushing rather too close to the borders of there that I like at the moment. I think we should consolidate what we have. We need like this piece of land, these 2 pieces. Here, here, here. All around there. Because this one's even kind of outreaching a bit too much, but I'm still going to connect it up to Sipar. grab that curiosity anyway. I really want this piece of land though, because of its two deposits of what are they? Incense. Getting lots of curiosities. I'll build a lot of my Babylon science districts just to start powering this up, and then we'll... Oh, grievance.
Sir, what do you desire?
I'll leave. Just... Oh, Egyptians will make a demand.
There is a penalty to be paid. Worse still, should you refuse.
Alright, they're not a big fan of... you know what? We have the high ground again. We can absolutely win this manually. I'm sick and good at this game. I'm not really, but... Is that an even higher ground?
Over this way.
I wish it showed land details somewhere. It doesn't on the deployment. Frustrating. Probably should have actually stayed on my thing, but I think I still have high ground. Yeah. 3 rounds to retake control. I can do that. Oh, they're on the high ground with me now. This looks like it could be a very equal trade right now. I only do 9 damage to them and they do 19 if I attacked. Why? That I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand. I'm going to lose now because of this. Why? Why do I only do 9 damage? I don't understand this. I genuinely don't.
I'm on it.
I'm going to die anyway, no matter where I go, so I may as well take my flag, I guess. Defending do anything? No. Hey, just one. God damn it. Yeah, I don't like combat in this game, I'll be honest. Not at all. See if we can find any spots for land. Got 11, 10. That'd be right next to the incense. I don't want to be right next to it in case of a manufactory. It's probably be the best one. Oh, we'll take the 10 and 10 option. Do it here. Yeah, alright. Another grievance. Oh, God. Yeah, everyone's attacked.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I won't. I'll be okay with the Hittites doing stuff. Right, so another high ground. Capture the flag. Now, this time might work better. If they don't do some cheating. See, we've got equal attacks now. Why? How? I think if I defend, so they have to try and hit me. Yeah, see, they take more damage. I'm just going to sit here and defend. Yeah, see, they're taking more damage now. Just sit and defend. Yeah. See, that works. I think we should go over here and go claim these pieces of land now. So what I'm going to do, I'll see if I can take those 2 pieces of land and then I will switch to the other civic that makes attaching outposts cheaper. Right, the game suggests this. Removing 2. Industry, but we gain some food and science, and I'm okay with that. See, once it's there, I was going to suggest down here, but then still we could get lots of farms there, I suppose. And there's going to be a farmer's market as well, I guess. Yeah, okay, I'll agree with the game there, that makes sense. Right, so we got musicians. So must of them. You'd get money, but minus science and unexpected consequences. We could build them a place of music, and we'd get plus 10 industry. 10 turns. Minus 60 gold. This is way better. We have plenty of gold. Cool, now we've got the wheel. Hold on. The stunning tongue-ass forest. Well. We have a right. I'm going to turbocharge my science soon. Hey, we've got an agrarian star. Agrarian, this one is pop, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, the Egyptians yielded to my demand. Cool. I don't even remember what demand that was now.
Peace is preferable to war, so we will accept your demands.
Cool. I wish it would have told me what demand it was, because I've forgotten. I think it was for attacking my unit, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm going to grab these 2 bits of land and immediately then switch to the civic that lets me attach things cheaper and then try to attach these to cities. Even though it's going to kind of cripple my stability. Ooh. Like so badly. Like this area. Only. There's nothing here. 5 and 9, 7 and 7, 8 and 7. 8 and 9. You know what? 8 and 9 is pretty decent. Go for that. We just want the land for its resources. Same for over here as well. We'll get the curiosity that's been there for a while. Why is it so warm today, friends? That turn took a while. Claim of wonder. Cool. I'll have a look at that in a minute. You have plans to start with though, friend. Get over there. Okay. Music is sacred art, only performed by those with the requisite learning. Fair enough. And it's authority. Cool. There's a combat going on. No high ground this time. I might lose these pathfinders. This could be higher. That could be higher ground. We'll try here. Yeah, that's high ground. Let's see how the game lies to me about the attack numbers. Okay, it's not lying to me this time. I take 7 damage, 22. I mean, that's fine. Well, they ended up taking 11 and they took more. But now they're on the high ground themselves. Yeah, I don't understand these numbers at all. But hey, we won.
Sovereign, are
We'll
you with
demand time.
me or against?
I'm sure you
Give me
meant
100
no
gold.
harm, but you must make it right.
They can go auto-exploring more.
5 farmers' quarters for 1 city. Debate and
Right.
discussion are not the pastimes of the idle, but the actions of thinkers and movers who will touch every aspect of civilization.
Cool. Don't really need sailing. Don't even build a harbour in the one city, they can make one. Apparently it takes 0 turns to get domestication. Let's get that now. We'll also get masonry at this point.
Now, things that one generation learned can be passed to the next, via something more reliable than campfire stories.
Build a start, nice. Alright, we can claim a wonder as well. I forgot about that. Complete. Cool. Okay, let's have a look at the wonders then. I probably don't want to claim any, really. Got Hanging Gardens of Babylon, Stability and Fame. Minus 25% district industry cost. See, that's pretty nice. Pyramids. Food and faith. Faith, stability and health regen. Ignore movement penalties and forests. That's pretty good. I think the Pyramid of Giza is better though for that minus district industry cost. So I think we're going to build that up in Babylon. Take 33 turns though, which is crazy. We can't build any more my unique things at least, which is fine. Probably claim some of these that I have. Hoping I can build that in my Babylon. We'll make shared. Build it in the industry zone to make it cool. And we'll have the other city help. Need 14 to claim that. Let's go help. I'll drop it to 13 turns. Yeah, 13 turns of my cities making those. That's okay. We're making that, sorry. That works. Our stability is not ideal. As long as we don't go below 30%, that's fine. But out of curiosity, what is Babylon? Fine. That's okay. Any good spots for an outpost here? Seven. Top of the river spring. Oh, what? Do that. Next turn. Ah, the prophecy game. Right. Don't want minus stability. Need to get superstitious. Minus science, which I don't like the idea of. But we could silence it and spend 80 gold to silence it. Yeah. Yeah, we'll ignore the... We don't want the prophecy coming out. We've got race, masonry. Cool. Oh, we should go for philosophy. Get another city cap. That'd be real good. An extra city cap would be nice because we'll probably turn Strebor here into a city. Actually, Sipar's a city. I don't really want cities right next to each other, if I'm honest, but we could turn either Strebor or Tanya Borealis into a city, though, even though they're... Actually, no. Actually, yes, Sipar is... That is Sipar's land, yeah. But yeah, it would make sense to have either here or here as a city. Even though, you know, it's right next to this one. We could claim this land over on this side for here. Ripple could probably take that place. Sipar, sorry. Like, Sipar could take Karaka here, this zone. Babylon would probably want this zone. And then anything down there. Whatever cities I do would take more of this area. Yeah, okay. We'll try to get another city and turn one of these into a city. That seems pretty ideal. I absolutely want to take this piece of land first. Cool. So, right now, I'm thinking the best option will be to go get minus 20% off attaching cities now. So I think that's good. Customary laws. Yeah. Oh wow, it's 100 to cancel it. That's okay though, we can do that. I'm okay with that. And that'll probably help us more now. Even though there's still a lot of land we could still capture, I'd much rather that. Especially in 4 turns when we can make a new city. At least hope we can, you know. Ah, they accepted my demand. I think it was gold, wasn't it? Yeah. You know what, we should go claim this piece of land with someone.
I'm on it.
Before we repeal, because we could do it this turn, but it wouldn't do anything because we couldn't afford to actually upgrade it, so let's go grab another outpost down here. Turn off numbers everywhere. I mean, this piece of land doesn't really yield much. There's actually better. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of turning Tanya here, I think, into a city now. You know, yeah, screw it. Go over there. Do it. Take that. Ah, they're converting to my religion. Cool. $14.09 or $14.09 down there. That's a different region again. Yeah, screw it. Let's just do all the land grabbing. Whatever. Let's just slam these down. While there's good spots, we'll slam them down. We'll cancel the thing when we want to connect other cities. Hey, merchant star. Hey, we're 1 star away from the next zone. That's pretty good. Sorry, next era, not next zone. What am I talking about?
Debate
Oh,
and
the
discussion
Harappans.
are not the pastimes of the idle, but the actions of thinkers and movers who will touch every aspect of civilization.
Cool. So we've researched philosophy, and we've now got another city cap, and the research centre, and the schools. That's good. The Harappans have upgraded themselves. That means I should try to soon. That's a indigenous culture-y thing. Right, so we've got 1 city cap. Let's turn... Let's have a go look quickly. This would be 13 food, 8 industry. Oh well, we need 510 to go to the next... to get another city. Oh wow, okay. Okay, yeah, I'm absolutely thinking Tanya Borealis should become the city then. I think that's the best idea. But wow, that's a lot. Alright. Let's just get everyone to auto-explore again. We'll stop land grabbing for now. We'll try to save up. But we should probably grab this piece of land now. How much is it? 5. Yeah, go grab that. I'll do what the game suggests. Like, just slamming outposts down everywhere just does seem the best option while I have that thing and it's so cheap. I think that might have increased the cost to make it a city though. No, actually it didn't. Okay. Cool, okay. But I don't decide to wander their units over and break this. I definitely want that as a city. Yeah. Yeah. Because this is such a big zone, it keeps throwing me off with Spa. But Spa could also take there as well. Alright, so what's going on? Oh, the first calendar. Either a solar calendar. Good. Lunar. We'll go with solar, because that will give us more science. Right, tech screen. What do we want now? We've got philosophy, which is good. Get organized warfare. In case we need it. Grab these. Why are you going that way, you donkey?
Off we go.
Oh well. Oh, it's because they went along a bit of road. Okay, fair. That researched quickly. Because we'll get sailing now. Take 2 turns. Okay, I think we're going to save up our influence now. So we can hopefully turn there into a city. Let's just set these dudes to water. We've done a lot of land grabbing. We need to get a city, then we need to go to the civic that lets me attach land a bit more cheaper. Sailing. I didn't really need sailing. I don't know why I actually chose that, but okay. Fortifications would give us access to citizens, militia. Hydrology for food and industry and river. We've got a lot of rivers. Aqueduct would be nice, yeah. Out of curiosity, might give me pop-ups. I'm trying to look at things. For buying out, we've got 1600 gold. Yeah, get Pottery Workshop for more influence on Sipar, definitely. Can we buy the thing that makes us a bit happier? Public Fountain, yeah, for stability, yes. Get that for 692. Being plundered.
The first ransack. I wouldn't call it elegant,
Who are these guys?
but it may teach them to keep their doors locked.
No, don't ransack that, you asses. Well, they got spearmans. Okay, we actually need a bit of combat units. I could. Oh no, that's a layer. Where's the city these guys have come from? Maybe they want to. One of these, please. Yes, you look at Magenta rocketing up with that bug, but they shouldn't want to convert, which is fine. Okay, so I actually do need some combat units, I think. Oh, apparently you can't buy. Oh, you could buy the public fountain at least. Alright, so we're going to lose that bit of territory that we just got, but that's okay. Okay, we're going to get -1 in 20 turns, but that's okay, we'll have the pyramids up by then. Let's get that for more stability back. Worry. I'm probably going to lose this. Wait. Oh, geez, that's one that I've built up and is connected. Oh, goddamn. Okay, That's a problem. We've got 4 turns to try and get rid of these dudes. Otherwise, I'm going to lose that admin center, I think. And also lose my astronomy house that I built up. I think if they ransack it, it just destroys it, doesn't it? Can I be like, please stop somehow? Which ones are they connected to? Oh no, that's just looking at the mercenary. Metanians. Are these? Who is it? Are neither of these Metanians? Okay, I don't understand that. Alright, so I absolutely could do with a better army then. It's, okay. Can we get a swordman out? Just to go interfere. 2 turns for a swordman, okay. Prioritize him instead of the... Where are all of my little dudes at? We connect them up. How long will it take? It takes 3 turns. That's not 4 turns. That's fine. We might be able to get enough units here between the 4 turns. Oh, hold on. It doesn't destroy it. They just earn loot. Okay, we'll still try to stop them so I can understand. We'll try and figure this out at least. Ah, hey, we've got an era star. Nice. Look at that later. I would like getting more of those research centres, but like, I think going into the next year is probably going to be the best plan. As soon as we can. Ah, we can enrich my religion. Seek wisdom. 5 science on strategic deposits sounds good to me. Influence on mountains. We do have a fair few mountains. +2 stability on river. Hold on, that's actually real good. We have a lot of river. And that'll help. That is just a straight +5 science though, which isn't the most amazing thing. But then, stability in rivers is pretty good, but then it won't really have much of an effect later. But then we do have a lot of rivers. Thing is, I don't know if that needs to be like worked by a tile, you know, by the maker's quarter or whatever. You know what, screw it. Let's try it. Let's try it. We'll try stability. Let's check. My stability on Babylon is currently 50 going to 60. And the numbers on the tiles 4 there, 2 there for industry. We'll see what happens, whether it shows up as stability or not. We'll try it. Yeah. Okay, it's going to 84. Yeah, so straight the rivers just... That must be all of the rivers in and just doing it. That's real good. Holy moly. Right. Poultry. Messages for the from the gods in animal entrails and the flights of birds and whatnot. So embrace it. Celebrate. We get 10 stability for 10 turns. I'm not that fussed about that now. Forbid it. We get 25% faith. Or reason. We get learning. 5 science. 10 turns. Yeah, I'd rather reason. Okay, so we could enter a new era. We could stay as the Babylonians. We become the Axumites for money. The Greeks for more science. I don't want to go Babylonians and then Greeks, because that's what I did in my first game, and I don't really want to do exactly the same thing. Wow, this thing gives us fortifications. And gives us and it counts as a farmer's market. Sorry, quarter, a market and a maker's quarter. Oh, that can only be built on the sea, I think. It replaces the harbour. Right, okay, yeah. Not so exciting. Celts about food. Faith. The Goths are about combat. The Huns are obviously about combat. The Maurrians, they give influence on emblematic district and minus 10% on attached outpost cost. This thing gives influence on faith and science. Counts as a research quarter. Yo, these guys seem pretty rad. I want to try them. Plus they have sick war elephants. Mayans are all about industry. Romans, though, you know, expansionists, they're Romans. Oh, wow. Someone's already got these, but the Achaemenid Persians. City cap is pretty rad, right? They're awesome. I kind of would have liked those. Okay, so yeah, I think I like the idea of these Maurrians. They seem kind of awesome. Yeah. Yeah, we'll give these dudes a go. And then we go connect to the other civic that reduces attach outpost cost as well, and that sounds rad to adopt. And then we're going to try.
As urban centers grow, both ideas... Looking for ideas? How about science and elephants?
Yeah!
I'd say the Maurrians had a couple of good ones there.
So clearly I used to be a Maurrian and I was reincarnated. Because I love science and elephants. I just missed out on the Assyrians doing it at the same time. Why is there a floaty thing there? Right, my warrior dudes. So I think we're only going to lose gold. Which is fine. Wait, why is the combat started already? Oh, it's because I went there. No. Keep moving, you. Oh, we don't have reinforcement. God damn it. That makes me so angry, actually. No. No, abort. That's just... That makes me actually quite annoyed. We're loading the save for that because... No. Don't just do that, game. That's just stupid. That seems more like a bug. And I'm not happy with that happening. Because my units should all move together on the same turn. When I instruct them. Okay.
Record pace.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's actually frustrating. I don't like that. Oh, because I connected those up, they can't get there in time. I think these guys are happy to just stand there and plunder over time from the it.
Let's go.
They can do that next turn, at least try and help out. Yeah, that's just... that's just... What is this? It won't tell me. We can convert things for gold, apparently. Why can't you... Ah, here we go. Immediately bring one of our empire's territories back into the sphere of influence and gain influence for each adjacent territory already in your sphere. If you do not have the strongest influence in the territory, there is a high chance it will start converting back. Okay. And it's 60 gold. So I don't have much gold now. I don't want to use that. Why is that now going to take them 2 turns rather than 1? Game, I want to move to this tile. Let me select this tile. What? Why won't you select? What the hell? Yeah, I don't want to do that. I just want to move here. There. Thank you. Okay, now that's going to take 2. But hey, apparently we cheated it. Some things about this game kind of frustrate me. It's annoying. Oh, hydrology now. Cool. Trade relations. Because there's money on the main plaza, which sounds nice. Galley. Standing army for bettered man. We also get iron, but I don't think we have any iron, do we? Kind of don't have much anywhere. Okay, there's iron down here. You'll need to build up that copper. We'll do that after our pyramids have been built. Could go for mounted warfare to get our special war elephants. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, prioritize getting our cool unit.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Now we can do this battle. Warriors, these are guys.
Of course.
They annoyingly have the high ground on most of the spots though. But hey, they do need to attack us. Actually,
Let's do this.
let's let them come to us.
Yes.
You know, the swordlands can be there. These guys can. They have to come through us and... Yeah, see, there we go. They have to attack up. Okay, it told me that I was going to do more damage than them, but they ended up doing more damage to me. I don't like combat in this game at all. Apparently I can't attack from up here. But I can here. Fine.
All together.
Yeah, it said I was going to take 5 damage, but then I took 15. Wait. I'm going to take more damage there, so we're just going to defend. Don't understand the combat. Doesn't make sense. Let's retreat these dudes. Hopefully my swordmans can now kill them.
Let's go.
Yay. Yeah, I don't like combat at all. Well, this team actually we can wait and
Keeping an eye
up. End turn. Don't want to claim a wonder because we need that.
The Pyramids of Giza, the original construction yardstick by which all other projects will be measured.
Nice. I haven't built an obelisk yet. That's alright. In fact, no, we were going to make sure this copper is active, weren't we? Now, closer we to being able to make 510 still, so a couple of turns away. Cool. Get these artisans. The artisans. update. Then we'll start prioritising these supers. This lad, probably some more. Apparently, you're not gaining any stability from the rivers. Why is this? Absolutely do have rivers. You know that Babylon. Oh, it's the stability from ideology, isn't it? Okay, yeah, you are. Wow. Your stability is kind of rubbish on there, but that's okay. Right, so the walking wounded. To glorify the wounded. Celebrate stability for 10 turns. We don't need the stability or exploit it. And we get minus industry cost for 10. Wait, is that just forever then? Because it doesn't give a time limit. Oh no, it's 10 turns. Neither I care about at all. I don't really want Homeland. Both kind of move me in directions I don't really want. That actually sucks. Fine, we'll exploit. No, we'll glorify it. That doesn't move us as far. Alright, one more turn until we can turn Tanya Borealis into a place, into a city. I'm pretty sure it'll be Tanya Borealis and not Strebor. Right, Babylon here. Build up a harbour. We get these stupas going actually, I think we need these. What adjacency bonuses do they have? Just per adjacent district. That's cool. Kind of don't want to undo either of these places in case I make this a manufactory. Can't talk today. Fine, here. Here we go. Standing army is done as well. That's get mounted warfare for a special unit. So Tanya Borealis here has -5 to that and 8 industry. Cuba is 7 and 10 industry. 1 money, 3 science. 0 money, 5 science. They'll all be connected, these 3 anyway. I think I like Tanya Borealis being the city itself. And these 2 supporting it. Yeah, that's what we'll do. You know, we're critical for food here, so we need to fix that up. Get food districts to start with. Good sciencey spot. Cool. Huns who differently by me, do they? They're hesitant.
Hail, sovereign.
Follow different religions, we made demands. But we did renounce our grievances, and our ideological proximity is high. Cool. And that's okay. Oh, all these lads are done, so let's split them all off.
Come over here.
There,
Follow me.
there. Go. You know, apparently my warriors could upgrade to swordmans. We had iron, we don't have iron. This place is iron. That's not my territory, so we need to get down here and take there. There's iron. Do we actually have this piece of land as mine? I don't think we do. Oh, we don't. Okay, so we need here, definitely. That's priority number 1. Warriors can go over here. Take there. When we've taken this zone with an outpost, we'll then change my civic. The one that makes attaching outposts cheaper.
Let's go.
these two do. I could probably build up more of an army as well, to be honest. Probably need a slightly better army of more swordmans. Where are you going? Just go there. Now.
With 5 research quarters dedicated to science,
Yes, science.
one wonders what will run out first, food or pens and paper.
Ooh, good curiosity. Right. This area is not great, so let's go have a look at numbers. 10 and 6, 10 and 7, 14 and 3. Outpost is not good, but it's basically just going to be providing iron. Let's go for 10 and 7. We'll connect this one up to Sipar. What we could do, actually, make sure my army's strong. We'll actually... No, actually, we don't want to make an army yet. Actually, we could build a couple of our archers, maybe. Connect them up to my swordsman guys, so we actually do have a little army of... Curiosity. Yeah, spend 4 turns building a couple of archers. We'll go hook them up to that swordsman. So, you know, we actually have something to defend with. A grievance.
Welcome. What do you seek?
Concerned people. Just cancel out of this minute game, jeez. Can I use this ability on? I'm not the owner, right? So, if I must, why can I only access from here? Alright, so this is part of my sphere of influence. I've got a 66% hold over it. Okay, so we're getting influence from all of this. Right. Does that mean I could theoretically eventually take this over through influence? I do have a grievance with them about it. I could demand it. We'll renounce it though.
Oh, it's not.
Because I wonder if that will automatically become part of my empire at some point. Don't know. Okay, we've took there now. Right, now is the time, friends. Customary law. Cancel this. Wow, it's 160 now. Jeez. Oh, hey, it's only 13 to enact this one.
Just imagine.
There we go.
Once you discover writing, you can literally throw the book at them.
So, how much? That's only 22 to attach you. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, if we wanted to attach it to Sipar, it'd be 130, but still, wow, that's real. That 30% discount I have now is pretty great. But anyway, we want Strebor attached to... and I'm pretty sure... You can... Oh no, now it's rocketed to 166 for you. Fair enough. But we'll get 166. Let's get these sciencey and faith things. Yeah, we'll go all in on science and faith if we can, you know, like that. Apparently there's a spot for this. I'm okay with agreeing with the game. But actually making more districts is kind of dropping the stability, which is suboptimal. Can we improve it though? Need horses. Oh hey, aqueducts. No, prioritize the aqueduct, friend. Even though it takes a while to build, We actually need more industry. Actually, you know what? We're not dropping enough. As long as we don't start dropping to 30%, we don't need that right now. Let's get the stupa going. And then we'll try to build up our industry a little. Well, we've got Mounted Warfare, so we've got access to our cool new unit now if we really need it. We might do. Fortifications would be good. Particularly in like a more vulnerable city like here. So everyone wants whatever this piece of land. Oh, they want the incense, right? That makes sense. We're just missing 9. Ah, oh, my archer guys could be upgraded already. Hold on. Oh, right there, mounted war elephants. Oh, jeez. Okay. Instead of making Archer Man, oh, they take like 10 turns. Hold on. We're better off than keeping this 2-turn Archer and just upgrading him for gold. We'll have 2 of our war elephants. Absolutely sick, because they take 8 turns. We're much better off upgrading. We'll actually upgrade this dude as well to being a proper dude. Oh no, we don't have iron yet, do we? Oh no, cancel, abort. God damn it. Okay. Archer, we should upgrade you then to Elephant Man. Yeah, they're sick. This is what I want. Move you down to here. Basically defend my most important stronghold or outpost right now, because it'll, I think it costs like 30 something or other to build the iron there. I mean, right, okay. So we've got monsters. Myth the monsters. I've proven the sun is an orb. Vast isn't from a word and not a god. Enlighten, we get learning for 10 turns. 5 science. We could have fanatical for 25% faith. Yeah, let's do enlighten because we like science. Oh, combat. Okay, people. Run away. Run away! That's probably some, what are they, indigenous peoples? They're not indigenous peoples, are they? That's... We should actually give these some gold. Let's see if we can get up and try to assimilate. Throw a bit of gold into each of them. This bug with magenta sucks. I'm really hoping it gets fixed at some point. Over time we'll get more than them hopefully and be able to assimilate. Okay. Don't have the iron for that yet, but that's just station for now. Okay, Sands of Time. Curious sight, 2 vast and trunkless legs of stone. Look on my works in despair. Ah. Whoever raised civilization is now forgotten, leaving their name lost to the winds. Today the most famed leader in the world, and yet you will still be remembered in a century or millennium. At the best find mortality. Preach it. Get bountiful, we get food for 10 turns. Write about it. Get patriotic. We don't need those industry cost things. Or venerate it and we get fanatical. Get plus 50% faith on districts 10 turns. And religious districts industry cost goes down. No, I preach. All preach. tell everyone how great I am. Oh, good, they keep it. There must be... Blimey, excuse me. A hidden thing there that all my scouts want. We've got fortifications now. Cool. Get to trade. Get more money from. These dudes can be upgraded to an elephant. My little army of elephants. We'll go over here as well. Dudes to go link faster. Yeah, we'll link those up and then we'll go have a wander down here. We'll see if we can pick the heck out armies that keeps wandering around and annoying me. Get a bribe on all of these dudes. Oh, let's see if we can all immediately beat these dudes. Spend all my gold. That's fine. We don't use a lot of gold on things. We should probably build up an obelisk of the gods because we still haven't. Where's a nice spot for this? I think on this hill here. Mountain, sorry, overlooking the lands. But that is actually a good area. Actually, yeah, we can't put it on top of districts, can we? They're not on a good spot, actually. Let's put it like in the middle of this land, but there's nothing along the road, so we have to travel through a holy site. Yeah, why not? That's fine. Let's go, Team Elephant. Don't have iron to be able to upgrade him yet. That's fine. We'll eventually get iron. I don't like this army wandering around. We're going to go send Team Elephant, go deal with them with any luck. One turn we should be able to spend some influence to connect you to the iron. But we actually have a lot of influence. Attach you to Paliputra. Oh no. 6. Oh, I thought they had this bit of land here. Okay, we need to get some unit down here to claim this buck, because that's a bit wibbly. Oh, hello. Our stability is rocketing down now. We need... Luckily their construction is... Where's the thing that gives plus stability? Public fountain. Apparently we don't have horses anywhere. Why don't we have horses? There's only one horse and it's over here. Oh, actually we have one here. Right, we have one that we just connected up. So after that we will get horses. Yeah, and then Paliputra can then take this piece of land when we claim it. Tipar could take this piece of land, Babylon could take this piece, and any of these. But we probably want another city here. I'm hoping at some point actually we can convert this to a city. We can take these over and have that as a city because that'll help me a great deal. Alright, so Team Pathfinder. Apparently these could be upgraded. Or they could upgrade to Horseman. That's weird, I couldn't do that in my previous game. But okay. We need this piece of land now. It's not good, but we're going to go there. Let's see if we can take it. Out of curiosity, how is this place here going? We've now got 62% instead of 66, so we're actually dropping a bit, I think. We don't need to spend gold to convert these. Yeah, I don't fully understand. Excuse me, I don't fully understand that. But that's okay. Cool. Next. Theatre for influence would be good, and science per population for libraries. Cool. We get rhetoric. Oh, hey, elephants. Stop, 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 stop. Abort. Can't abort movement. We need to kill these. They've been really annoying. I don't care they have the high ground. I have elephants.
Off we go. Understood.
We have the high ground here as well.
I'm on it.
My swordsman's probably going to die though, I think. Get the first turn, so we're going to go weaken up these lads.
Come on!
Good job, war elephants.
Fight! Fight!
We're going to move these guys up here.
Understood.
Actually, looks like we're not going to take hardly any damage from attacking them. Oh, because they're archers, right.
No fear!
I could have sworn they had a guy of some kind. There was a swordman, but okay. But that's cool. Alright, swordman, go finish them off.
No mercy!
They're probably going to get pummeled by the archers. They'll be heavily damaged by the end of this. Yeah, archer elephants are rad.
Sorry, we can't do that.
Can't do it from there? Okay, go down here then. Yeah. Go, my archer man. Finish him.
All together.
Flawless victory, friends. Flawless. Yeah. Oh, now we'll just chill here and wait until we're healed. Easy. Right, Sapa. Could actually do with the obelisk themselves. Oh no, sorry, that'd be making them help. We don't want that yet. Abilities I get. Food is bad. We'll prioritise some food. We'll get granaries. Unless they could build any... No, they can't build any artisan quarters or anything. Yeah, let's get food going. Oh, we could claim a wonder. We could get the Colossus. Militia are not lost over time during sieges. The lighthouse. Combat strength and movement speed. That's pretty good. Mausoleum is stability +1 science per district on city or outpost and 100 fame. Yo. Yo, we want one of these. Yeah. We absolutely want this. Actually, hold on. Hanging Gardens, Babylon. Extracts any luxury resources from the deposit built on. No, not that. We want the mausoleum. Science. Good. I'm not going to build it right away, though. I will soon. I'll probably build that in Sapa. I'm going to say. Yeah, that will make sense. I absolutely do not want them to drop below 30% though, so this fountain should be complete in 3 turns, so that'd be cool. The Huns feel differently.
Sovereign,
Hey there, good
how
peasant.
can I help you?
Yeah. Unlikely attack for now. Cool. Wonder if we can... how about a non-aggression pact, lads? Yeah, they're happy with that. Woo. We're going to be friends with the Huns. They're the blue dudes. Well, they're the ones right against my border, so they're the ones most likely to attack me, so that's nice. Ah. How much is this going to cost? 130, that's a lot, but still. This piece of land I absolutely... so there's probably not many good spots. 6, 13, 12, 5 and 17. Good for production. 6 and 14. I think I like here though. 6 and 14. Then we can connect Uckland here up to Patapultra. Oh, we've researched rhetoric. Cool. I think I'm way too much in on science now, because my science is way outpassing everything else. I need more production on my cities. Oh, I wish simulation. Yes. Yes, please. 3 turns before we start attaching things. Scientist star. Like, our influence isn't good and we're an aesthete empire. Oh, jeez.
I offer an
Yeah.
excellent proposition.
Yeah, okay, Huns. We'll trade with you. I hope they become my best bro allies. We go war together. Against everything. I would like that, actually. I'm okay with them having, like, that part of the land. I have all of this. We can go water over everything. How is my stuff getting along? Not bad. Haven't even given them any money. Let's give them some. These lads, oh, they haven't had any money either. I'd like actually this if I could take this one over. That would be pretty sweet. I quite like that as a city. I can have gold. I'll let these just steadily tick up over time. I really hope they fix that magenta bug because it sucks. Hey there, Lock Dude. How you doing, man? I don't have any horses. Well, I've got 1 horse, but I need to claim this piece of land and connect it up to Babylon. Perfect. Although, theoretically, if I did assimilate this place, I might want those connected up there as well. I should make an outpost over here anyway, just to get the horses. Let's just wander these lands over. Ah, fair enough, man. How was the race? I don't really get into racing at all myself, though, but, you know. But I'm not bad. Like, much the same as usual. Right, so flooded lands. Ah, right, yes, the flood event. Okay. Yep, we're going to spend 120 gold to protect the city. Chance of good consequences. Absolutely worth it. Someone want... Apparently they want my copper. Okay. Exploiting it. If you want it, you can buy it. The Huns feel differently about me. Hey, they're friendly to me now. Yeah. They're good friends. Oh, man. Rad. They like that I'm less powerful than them. That's cool. I'm okay with that. I'm happy being friends with the Huns because I don't want the Huns to kind of start overwhelming me because they absolutely would. Yeah, that makes sense about having it running in the background. Also, no, this is a different save. I completed that game that I was playing the other day, like near the launch. And like the past couple of days, I've like made a different save every day. Just because I've been trying different things. I've discovered that I really dislike the combat in this game. I don't like it. I don't know why, because it's very similar to like Endless Legend. But something about it just throws me off. See, I can't explain. It's like, it doesn't explain stats and numbers well. It's like, if I was in combat here, for example, with my dudes, a guy could be down here and somehow he'd do... Well, actually, no. These tiles are all equal, basically. This one's got high ground. So I do more damage hitting something down because I'm on high ground. But then sometimes, for some reason, the enemies start doing more damage to me when I'm on the high ground, for example. And I don't know why. Like, I don't understand why the damage numbers do what they do. Because things don't get really explained at all in that way. So I could be doing like 20 damage down there and they'd be doing 5 up, and then suddenly the next turn they'd start doing like 25 damage up. And I'd be doing 10 down. And I don't understand. And it's things like that. It just doesn't make sense, and the numbers confuse me because they don't really get explained at all. And it's not particularly fun. Like the past couple of days, I was thinking that I'd go in all in on like militarist empires and like conquer stuff, but then the combat just confuses me, especially when tons of units get involved and you start sieging. And I'm not a fan. Which is fine, because normally I like, you know, peaceful civs, making friends in these sorts of games. Maybe that's something that they'll fix up over time or change, you know, but it's all good. Got an agrarian star. Oh yes, forgetting population, nice. I'm an aesthete civ and my influence production is real bad. I definitely need to upgrade that. Oh hey, the Huns just bought my horses. That's okay. Maybe they'll use the horses to go attack somewhere else. I like how resources work in this game though. It's like, let's see. I have 1 horses in my empire, right? That means it gives me 1 horses. But every other civ can also buy 1 horses from me. It's basically an infinite amount of 1, if that makes sense. All the other cultures in the games can buy 1 from me and give me money to access to my horses. And that works for all of the resources and things. Which is actually a pretty cool thing. I can also buy stuff from them. But what I don't understand is that I seem to pay a lot more resources than the other civs seem to pay for mine. Or it's something strange. It's like... Hold on. Oh, there's a grievance going on. Right. Where is it? Yeah, like, I got 10 gold. But then buying my horses. I don't know if that's 10 over time. No, it's not. It's just straight 10. Seems. But if I go find a resource... Talk to them, that's easier.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
If I go look at their horse, I would have to pay 72 gold. The base price would be 30. I had to pay for the transport and whatnot, so I'd pay 72. And I don't know how much they would get though from that. Would they get the 72? Why don't I get more? It's not explained. There are technologies you can use to reduce the cost of this, but I don't understand how that works in that way. All I know is if I pay 72, I get it until the trade route breaks in some way. But it's not really worth buying other cultures' resources. Okay, right, my man's here. I need access to iron. Hold on. Didn't I take an outpost so I could get access to iron? Where? Oh yes, Sadir here. Right. If we wait 1 turn, we should be able to connect you up to Sipar. That would... Yeah, okay, and that would help their stability. Sorry, drop their stability, but that's okay. And then I could then get access to iron. That's good. We'll do that. For now, though, my elephants go wandering around. They're not actually trying to destroy any of my stuff anymore, so I don't need to go fight them. So that's good. Scouts, sorry, are cruising around. Where should I station my elephants? This culture is war elephants that are just war archers. It's basically most of the reason I picked them. Even like the opening, well, like the little cutscene when you changed cultures to announce these guys said they loved science and elephants, and I'm like, this culture is made for me because I love culture and science. Sorry, science and elephants. There we go. I'm gonna go just park these guys over here. I can maybe park them close to the border for Memphis, though. That's right, they can just chill here, because these independent armies are probably more likely to wander into my lands and start stealing money from me. Alright, we need a lot of influence to attach, but that's okay. I can wait for a while. So what do you really need? You really could do with a bit more stability. See. Apparently... Alright, because we don't have a garrison, I'm pretty sure I can't build that. So... Where's the garrison? Actually, no, we should build pottery workshop. It'll only take 1 turn, and it'll give us 4 more influence a turn. That's actually the most useful thing. Cool, now our outpost assimilation costs 10% less. Just what I want. See. We go foreign outposts, and we get another city cap. That's pretty good. Because if we get that, we're not going to do it anytime soon. But I'd really like to convert this independent culture here to mine, and then that means I'll gain that as a city. So we're at cap at the moment, so that would be an ideal plan. We are pushing along. That's good. We can make it a bit faster by shoving some extra resources into them. There we go. Have some praise. Now, out of curiosity, this... Thatch cost went down to 343. Yeah, that's pretty good. That would absolutely cripple the stability a bit more, though. Not a fan of that. But if they have this piece of land, that'll be ideal. Okay, they're going down to 29%, which I don't want. I want to make sure everything stays above 30%, because below 30, things go bad. But anyway. Oh, we could make an aqueduct for 20 stability. Yes, please do that. Make an aqueduct. I think this goes down by 5% a turn. I think it'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. Watch this city just turn into a revolt and become their own nation or something in a minute. If these guys are approaching my lands, they might start wanting a fight. We have iron yet? No. Ah, the iron deposit though. Oh yes. Now where's the iron? Right, yes, Sipar. Ah, you're not building anything. Cool, that means you can get this iron deposit straight away. Can you? Oh, I didn't attach it. Ah, bugger. I made a mistake. I meant to attach this place to Sipar before I did down there. Stupid. Oh well, we'll wait a couple of turns and we can do that. Fine. Let's just park my elephants. Why can't I move them? Come on, game. There we go. I'll park them there. We'll see what these bad dudes do. Or independent peoples. Okay, we could actually make an obelisk of the gods, because why not? Oh, that's helping make it. Yeah, fine. That'll make it finish in 1 turn. That's better. Hey, the flooded lands. Everything's fine. Threat of floods is no more. End turn. Ooh, build a star. Let's build a down here. Making districts. Cool. Oh, grievance.
So, what do you desire?
The Maya are preventing the faithful from practicing their faith. Who are the Mayans? Wait, who are the Mayans? Oh, Mayans were originally Egypt. Okay. Yeah, screw these purple guys. What if I could get the Huns to ally with me against them at some point? That'd be pretty sick. They're hesitant. Crisis. Stop oppressing my faithful. Give me this place, apparently.
Such transgression cannot be simply dismissed.
Ah. Your demands of infusing the
What is
emperors
the
will
meaning
go
of
to
this
war.
outrage?
Okay, yeah, I don't really want a war then.
I was simply testing the waters, you understand?
Yeah, it's fine.
Good. It's settled then.
It's fine, bro. Don't worry. At some point, I'll go to war with them, but not right now. Like my army consists of 2 elephants and a man, so you know it's not the best army as of now. I should definitely build up a better army soon, but oh, we could improve my religion. Cool. So we could get minus 25% cost of enacting and cancelling civics. That sounds pretty good. Yet luxury will give us extra war support when we demand. This will give us plus 5 science on research quarters. That's real nice because I do love science. I've kind of gone too much in on science though at the moment because my scientific output is way bigger than like my production, so I'm not even able to build any of the variety of things I'm researching. Alms is just plus 5 money on the market quarter. Whereas monuments is 5 stability on garrison. See, that's not bad. That's pretty good for the stability, which will help a lot, but I don't think that's as good as my other options. But this is 5 food and harbour. No, I'd rather science on research quarters. That seems good to me. Take that. So I have some districts that count as research quarters as well, so that will help. Where's that little army wandering around? Oh, the gods, yeah. Yeah, like I'm kind of a bit about religion in this game. And science. That's kind of my thoughts. I want to spread religion and keep religion going. I'm just going to chill with these guys here. They seem to have run away, kind of, so I just don't want them to attack. But we're rocketing up now. As soon as we hit max, we can... in fact, on the next turn, I think they'll stop attacking me. Yeah. Yeah, next turn they'll stop attacking, so I don't have to worry about that. How about these other lads down here? Oh, yeah, I'm first on these as well. Cool. Cool. Not so good here with magentas going down. There's a bug in this game that whichever civ is magenta colour, as long as it's not a player, then they'll automatically gain influence with independent cultures, which is really annoying and dumb. And that means, like, when they get maxed, they'll just assimilate everything and just gain massive amounts of land and cities. Yeah. So the only way to fix it, well, fix in quotes, is if you download... Because the AIs in this game, they have, like, things they want to do. Like, some of them want to expand as much as possible, some of them want to attack as much as possible. There's a specific thing which makes civs only want to have one city. Like, if you played some of the older civ games, you know, you remember, like, Venice only ever had one city, you know. And that makes them want to play like that, to just massively upgrade one city. But there's none of those civs or cultures, yeah, AIs, there we go, that's the word, AIs, in the game by default that have that, like, talent. So you have to go download one from the official website and then slam that into magenta slot. And it means they still get the reputation going up on all these cities, but they won't assimilate them and take them over. Which is good. So, I don't have iron for you yet, do I? No. That's cool. I think I'll go park my elephants over near Egypt, though. Well, old Egypt, the Mayans now. We'll go shove them down here. That's a good idea. Right, Babylon. They finished their holy site, but they could make another one. Actually, that does give plus stability. That's probably going to be pretty good for well, either of my cities here. But I think actually we need to prioritise doing some stuff like extra production. As you know, we've got these supers that give influence and science. Yeah, we need to raise these bad boys. But 11 more science. Well, I say prioritise, we don't need to because we have lots of science, but like, gotta get more science always. Food's not great. We're actually losing food. No, we need get some food-related things so we don't die. Plus, that will give some food from horses as well. Place is okay. It's kind of low on food. We'll get animal barns as well for you. Or can we attach? No, we need 214. 2 turns. Okay. Steed for a Colossus. So they brought in a giant stallion. So we need to break the horse. But if it fails, then we'll get humiliated. So we ride it. We get celebrating. We get 10 stabilities for 10 turns. Normally I wouldn't take a stability option, but that's actually real good because we need the stability on that city. We could sacrifice it and we'd gain minus industry cost for all units for 10 turns, which I don't need because I'm not building units. But we could train it and we'd get a new army reinforcement. No. Yeah, I don't really need that. I'll try ride it. Chances of triggering another narrative event. So I could either get humiliated or do it. That's what we'll see what happens. And that stability is going to help. Yeah, now we're not going to go down to below 30% for the next 10 turns. And that means that aqueduct will be finished. That's good. New grievance. Oh,
Look who comes.
oh that's the same.
Spit it out then.
That's the same grievance as before. We'll just renounce the grievance. We're not. We'll
I
not
see the bigger picture. Let
interfere
us
with these
no
lads.
longer speak of this.
I think it's because we're faith. Oh, it doesn't let me see. Alright, whatever. How is it going over here? Okay, so my I don't know. I want to say culture is kind of taking this land. We've got 88% hold over it, which means a lot of my citizens are there. And I'm wondering if it gets to 100%, if I can basically just take that without any kind of war. I'm not sure. We'll find out eventually. There's an offer.
For both of our aspirations.
Oh, the Huns want open borders. Alright, yeah. Let's open borders with the Huns, why not? I'm hoping these will become my best friends forever. See if they'll share maps with them. Yeah, they did. Sweet. I need to learn how to make alliances. Actually, no, can't I do that for me? Where's alliance? I don't think they'll be happy enough to do that right now.
A
Possibly
cultural
next turn.
wonder.
Oh,
In my
plus.
considered opinion, one of your competitors garnered a lot of fame building that monstrosity.
Okay, because I can see their land, so I can see what they've built. Apparently they built some kind of cultural wonder. I don't know what it is or where it is, but that's fine. So, I think I might have enough. Yes, just by 2. There we go. Was going to Sipar, wasn't it? Yes. Boom, attached. Now we can get some iron. In fact, we'll prioritise the iron mine. That'll only take 3 turns. Their stability actually is now dropping through the floor because of this. That may have been a mistake connecting that up now. Okay, can we have enough gold to buy out an aqueduct? No, that's really expensive. Bloody hell. Okay. Okay, we can change things. Let's... Where is it? Port? No. Oh no, I've actually already built the other thing. No, I haven't. A garrison. How do I... Where's the garrison? Which one's the garrison? Have I not researched garrison yet? Is that why it's locking that out? That's strange. Hold on. Let's go investigate. Let's see if I can figure this out. Garrison. Okay, that's right at the start, one of the initial tech trees. Why? I absolutely not wouldn't have built one of those already. Where is that in the list? Hold on, can we... there's a way to filter things, isn't there? Yes. Okay, it's only showing... Did he watch? Why can't I build a garrison? Oh, is it a military structure? Ah, yeah, it's a district. Right. It's a district, of course. Okay. Well, it's still going to be faster to just build an aqueduct rather than build that and then the palace. No, no. Well, wherever they've gone, the other things. There they are. No. I know what I'm doing, don't worry. Kind of. Yeah. And this thing. Yeah, that would take 10 turns to just build the city watch anyway, so yeah, we'll get... I vaguely do, Brownie. Yeah, we're going to have to prioritise the aqueduct. Prioritise the aqueduct, please. I wonder if starving my people would make them happier. But actually, I don't think we get any negative stability for population, do we? No. Yeah, look, Brownie. I'm sorry you don't know Brownie. He was on the IC. Well, he still is on the ISE. Has been since forever. Actually, we could take a guy out of science. That wouldn't improve the industry much. It makes it go from 10 turns to 9 turns, though. I mean, that's kind of worth it. We starve my people even more. That's not worth it. Oh, you haven't been on the IOC in years? Oh, man. Pretty. That's straight. I could have sworn. Oh, well. Oh, you left when Hopkins got Emery. Ah, fair enough. Maybe I see you in the... is it the PC gaming one rather than the Steam Goon one? Oh, no. I hesitated. The stallion. I fell over and then the horse shat on me. Great! I'm the best leader. Holy crap, that gives us minus 50 stability flat for 10 turns. That was pretty bad. Luckily, this is my best city, though, and that's... Like, minus 50 stability is actually only minus 25 because we have an enormous amount of pluses on this one. But that's alright. Luckily, Babylon, my capital, is the one I've pimped up the most. I need to go take these horses at some point. Oh, you're just in the Discord, Brownie. Oh, okay, fair enough. Ah. I guess we're in some of the same Discords, but you know, it's... I don't remember which ones. Oh, that's cool about getting into Destiny. Hey, the Huns declared war on the Mayans. Hey. I wonder if I could get in on that action. At some point. We'll kick the crap out of these lads. Oh, they actually do tell a story. Yeah, that makes sense. I remember... Oh, I don't know when it was, but like... A while ago, in like one of the expansions, they basically... unlocked every mission... from the start of the game. So if you're a new player, you just... everything unlocked straight away, and there was like no story anymore, effectively. And then I think they got rid of a lot of those missions. Something. It's been a while since I played it, so like the details are kind of hazy. Okay, so we've got a civic for army composition. So we could have conscripts, minus 30% industry cost, and that pushes us towards authority. Gives us vision range, basically. I mean, to be fair, I'd probably rather go towards Liberty just for the bonuses. Or we could have Professional Soldiers, which gives us combat strength +1 and also pushes us towards Liberty. And I'd rather Liberty. We'll do that. It's only 23 influence.
It does seem logical that people shouldn't have to do a job unless they want to.
Oh, that's good then, Brownie. That sounds cool. Yeah, I haven't played Destiny for a while. Like, the last time I played it was like for I don't know, a month or so at its launch, you know, of Destiny 2, I mean. That was back on like PS4. I played it a bit for some friends and was it? Yeah. Removing those stories is pretty dumb. It's weird what they've done with that. We're losing, we're gaining population and losing population over and over between some of these outposts just because they don't have much. Oh, it's pretty strong now. I have to connect up these two regions at some point. Oh, new grievance. Hello, what's this?
To what do I owe the pleasure?
They've claimed Mohound, have they? How have they claimed it? Oh, right, okay, they claimed it because they just moved some place over and put an outpost in that piece of land. I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm not going to kick a fuss with the Huns. Not right now, anyway. Like, my territory's pretty good and I can still claim more over this way. So out of curiosity, how is this getting on with... Apparently this is converting to me, anyway. I don't know how that works. What happened to that place? Yeah, it was here, wasn't it? Apparently my hold is now going down a bit on this place. Didn't get to 100. It was 88 the last time I looked. Trying to figure out what that's about. Apparently this is straight converting to me in 6 turns. An integration of the population will be completed, but I don't know what that means. Does it become mine? Or what? That doesn't make sense. I've also got this ability, which is a special thing that lets me convert people to me for gold. But like, this is my land anyway. So some of the things in this game are a bit confusing. Like, I could spend 60 gold to make this back to 100%, I guess. No, screw it. Let's try it. 60 gold. So it's at 66% for me now. If I click the button, what happens? Nothing. It just brings up this. What? Why? What? Oh no, it's active now. It's got a 10 turn. Right, okay. I think it's because it didn't get taken, maybe. Oh man, yeah, I don't understand some of this stuff. Whatever. Let's see what happens on the next turn anyway. They've been leaking lots of stuff, have they? Oh, okay. He's leaking to try and kill the hype, but it's making people more interested. That's pretty funny. Uh-oh. Hold on. Go away. I don't care about that. A rebellion will occur if you don't increase its stability. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's now mutinous because it's gone below 30%. Only constructions that can improve the stability can be built. I mean, that's good because that's what I'm building. Okay, in the event of a revolt, some of the population will be lost, becoming a nearby rebel army. Okay. So basically I need to hold out for 6 turns and hope they don't become rebels. I mean, okay. I can do that. That's probably going to go happen down here as well soon. Or actually, that's stable enough. Yeah, connecting up that piece of region was a mistake. I mean, it wasn't because I want the iron, but now I can't get it because this is going on. Anyway, what's happening here? Gain some population. Lost some population. Yep. Out of curiosity, I mean, that's good. Who are these lads? Oh, right, I brought them over here so we could claim this land, didn't I? Just so I could get these extra horses. Actually, that's a pretty decent piece. Get 16 food, 6 production there, or 11. I'm not that fussed about this place yet. Let's just found an outpost. There. We can improve the...
Follow me.
No. Doing this. Let me cancel out. But apparently up here is way better. I'd lose 1 production comparatively, but gain 5 extra food. Building up here. Yeah, okay, we'll build it up there instead. Thanks, game. You've convinced me. Right, Babylon. What should we do with you? Your food's low. Oh, actually get theatre for more influence than the main plaza. That's going to help the most, I think. Ah, tech. Right, what did we actually research last time? Foreign outposts. Ah, yes, right. Yeah, see a reduction to money cost when buying resources. City cap up. That's good. And a quadrine that I don't care about. Oh, hello. This is what we want. We need this. We need to build commons quarters basically everywhere so we get plus stability. This is good. That'll help improve my crazy overexpansion, basically. I was going to check something before I did something else then, but I've forgotten. Oh, whatever. Violence has temporarily halted the selling of incense to the mayor. Okay.
What can I do for you?
Sure. I guess their war with the oh no, sorry, this is the mines, right? Yeah. So I imagine these lads over here stopped the fighting. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, this number is gone down since I gave that 60 gold, it looks like, but okay. I'm definitely curious to find out what this is about in 4 turns, but that actually gives me that piece of terrain. Find out, hopefully. Population being lost again, yep. The mine feel differently about me now, do they?
Sir,
They are suspicious of me. Okay, look. I'll catch you later, dude. You have a good day. Okay, so I'm suspicious. They're not openly hostile yet. I mean, that's fine. I'm definitely going to go to war with them at some point. Because they're unhappy and they're at war with the Huns, so I don't think they want to pick a fight with me just yet. I mean, my army really sucks, so I should probably build up a better army soon. Still can't convert this guy because I don't have that iron yet. Whatever. We'll just park these lads down here next to these guys. Actually, hold on. I should go around here and just go break that outpost. Just to annoy the Egyptians a bit. Because screw them. So the Mayans, not the Egyptians. Ah. We were going to make an outpost here, weren't we? Yes. Cool. Good. Now we can get those horses at some point soon. Knowledge. But we have a lot of influence right now. Babylon's stability is pretty great, even though it's gone to 75%. So what I'll do, we'll connect up Aldebaran. Plan to do from the start. Yeah, that's the only place with any kind of resources I want. I mean, it's an incense, but you know, still. There we go. Cool. Let's go have a look at these independent peoples. Oh, hey. Oh, whoops. I just spent all my resources. Okay, next turn, we can assimilate these guys. They'll become a city working for me, is what I want. Perfect. We're second going for these. That's okay. Slam 25 gold into them. Same for these, a bit more gold. We've got plenty of spare gold. Same for over here as well. More gold. That's good. At some point I want to assimilate these into my empire if I can. Oh, an offer.
I think we can undertake a common venture.
Oh hey, the Mayans, they want a non-aggression pact with him now.
I must ruminate.
Despite being assholes and constantly trying to attack me. I wonder if that's because they're war with the Huns, who are going to just basically overrun them, I expect. I mean, alright, let's have a non-aggression pact so we can't just hit each other's units
I cannot
randomly.
dispute the benefit in that.
Ah, of course, I made a mistake with that because I was going to go plunder this place, wasn't I? I don't think I can do anymore. Now we've got a non-aggression pact, but okay, whatevers. I'm okay with it, to be honest. You'll get this curiosity. We'll set these to auto-exploring. I could actually upgrade these people to... Oh no, I need 2 horses to do that. Make them horsemans. Fine, just go auto-exploring then. Now.
Over this way.
Idle City, right. That's good. Our stability's going up with you. Now you need more food because it's minus. Let's get animal barns. We'll prioritise all these food infrastructure now. Oh wait, copper mine is good though. Where's the copper? I don't need the copper mine, but there it is. But we get 1 food and +2 science, so that's rad. We'll prioritise that to start with. At some point I need to start building the mausoleum in one of the cities. I was thinking it would be here, but I'm pretty sure that Sipar will probably need it more.
Your empire becomes one of the giants.
Yes, good.
Astride the globe. And what will you do with this power?
Cool. That means we can now build the commons quarters to give us stability. Which gains more for each adjacent quarter, so that's pretty nice. What have I missed over here? Charcoal kilns for industry. Nice and workshop. Yeah, we'll get that. Seems good. Fine. Oh, science to start. Nice. We maxed out. Yeah, we've maxed out the science ones. Despite being an aesthete empire, my aesthete stars are terrible. My influence generation is not as good as it should be. The unknown have gained renown as a thief, level 2, and also level 1. I don't know how I found out that, but okay. That'll be someone on another continent somewhere, I expect. Oh hey, right, so I'm stamping here. Can I actually ransack this place without going to war? I need to declare war to do that. Right, okay, that's fine. I won't then. Let's just take my elephant mans and, I don't know, go back over here. Just stay in my territory. And also, should be able to assimilate you now. Yes, 25. Start assimilation. Boom! Nice.
You have assimilated.
Hey, and we got expansionist. We cut off the announcer guy. But that's alright. Okay, this is perfect now. Now this is a new city of mine. We can attach Prima Hyunum when it's finished building in 5 turns. We can gain access to those horses. I don't want to attach Marfak though, because I think Babylon will take that at some point. This place could probably take any of these regions when I try to take them over. I should probably get outposts set up in these ones at some point soon and prepare for that. But I have gained some armies. I've got a whole bunch of spearmans. So I could upgrade to... Oh, is that my new unique unit? It is. Anti-cavalry spearmans. That's good. They're in 90 gold, so let's upgrade all of these. archer who could become a... oh yes, elephant archer, yes. Chariots and... these all have 6 movement, that's pretty good. We've got a 6 movement army. This one's a 4 movement. Cool, okay. Don't know what I'm going to do with these yet. I think we'll go park them on the border of Egypt. Sorry, Mayans. I keep calling them Egypt. In fact, what we'll do... take these guys over here and use them to claim this piece of land. Apparently there's an enemy here that we could... no, game. Why have you... no, don't commence in it. That's just a bug, clearly. I wonder if that'll go away. I hope it does, because that's annoying. But anyway. Right, what should we make here? We should probably prioritise food, because they're low on food. Get an animal barn going. In fact, these guys are moving further than I wanted them to. Cancel their movement, because I'll take this piece of land. That will give me access to another iron. I need to take this. Another grievance available from someone.
Greetings from me and my people.
Okay, the Mainz are Strengthening the faithful. That's fine, we'll demand this time, we'll see what happens. Okay. They're unhappy because I stole their people that they were not planning to assimilate at all. And I'm unhappy because they're not letting me practice religion. Cool, I guess. So we'll just stay angry at each other for a while, and yeah, this is... that's clearly a very annoying bug. Fan off. Okay, so the game suggests here for 6 and 17. Considering the state of this land is not great, I will concur with. Turn off all those. Don't need those. I hope this goes away. Apparently there's a piece of terrain I haven't claimed there. I should do. Yeah, okay, we'll wander over there and go claim that. Yeah, having this combat interface here is broken. I wonder if I can save and reload to fix that. Apparently saving and reloading fixes things in this game. So we'll see if that thing disappears. I hope so. Come on, game. One you can load in properly. There we go. Yay, fireworks and balloons. Cool. Yeah, that thing did disappear. No. Cool. Fixing bugs. Day. Day. It was down here actually, wasn't it? But yeah, it's fixed. Right. A filthy, wretched man has come to my empire, claiming to be a descendant of one of the ancient rulers. Okay. He's willing to forgo this redress on the condition I fulfill a prophecy. Let him lead. Restitution will be shared among the descendants. And we'll get movement speed on units, which I don't care about. Accede to this. And we get money, but minus science. Or belittle him. We'll get stability, but we can get unexpected consequences. I don't really want to belittle the guy. We'll accede to it. I don't mind losing 2 science because basically nothing for me at the moment. Yeah, that's cool. How are things going over here? Oh hey, Sipar, I think we might have fixed their issues and they didn't go crazy and rebellious. Yeah, they're going up now at least. We've still got issues for 2 more turns though. So we'll wait and see what happens. But when they've stopped being rebellious, we can fix that. We could also get some of these common quarters built. But we want the iron mine to build. Plans. That's cool. At some point I'll build this wonder up that we need. But not anytime soon. Okay, let's go claim this piece of land. Why not? Right, hold on. Where are my other sword guys? They do it. Oh, yeah, they dropped one there. Cool. So we'll get an outpost here. We'll just do what the game suggests because this place is kind of rubbish as well. Good. Now we are pretty close to being able to assimilate. But that will put us over the city cap, which is not going to be the best plan. We might wait a bit. Oh hey, it's some Huns coming in to invade. Talking of the Huns, they're friendly with me. I wonder if got no treaties we could do. Oh, you know what? We can just renounce these.
Oh, it's not worth worrying about.
I'm not that fussed. I wonder if they'll do an alliance with me. Yeah, they did.
Oh, it's
Sick.
not
They're
worth
bound to
worrying
me.
about.
Oh, hell yeah.
Get out of here.
We
Okay.
would all benefit from growing
Yeah, that's what you
closer,
say to a friend,
don't
you know.
think?
Oh, they forgive my grievance for being at peace with their enemy. That's nice.
Great things. This will lead to great things.
Yeah, I like being
I think
in
that this
alliance
calls
with
for a
these.
celebration.
Open the history. I've never noticed this button before. Oh, that's just right now. Fair enough. What treaties do we have? What could we do with them? Do shared logistics, cultural agreement. Gives us 5% influence on our empires. Customs union. Acquitted from any non-essential fees when accessing resources. That still gains the same amount of money. Alright, we'll go for the cultural agreement because I always want more influence.
We would all benefit from growing closer.
Yeah,
don't you
they
think?
accepted it. Oh, I need to spend influence.
Your proposition.
Cool, so I'm allies with the Huns. Woo! I'm quite happy for them to take this corner of the land, and they'll probably try to take over the Mayans, I guess. While I take everything else. We can coexist forever happily, hopefully. I should really build a boat at some point, and we don't have enough iron to upgrade you. Oh, I didn't want to split you up. There we go. Let's just make those idle for now. They can just chill for a while. Yeah, people are converting to my religion. Hold on, there's a grievance.
Greetings. You have need of me?
Okay. The Maya are at war with my ally, the Huns. Demand surrender to the Huns. Yes, surrender to them.
I do hope this doesn't end in violence.
Wait, did that work? Did they actually surrender to them?
What is the meaning of this outrage?
Oh, no, they didn't. I mean, we could propose a defusal of all our demands, but no. We're going to demand this as well. Give me that place.
Such transgression cannot be simply dismissed.
Okay.
You should withdraw these demands. Start a new page.
Alright, so they would just want to withdraw all of our demands from each other.
This feels wrong.
Does feel kind of wrong, but I'll accept it. Why not? I don't care about fighting them. The Huns can do that.
You are
My war
as
support is still
just
better.
as you are wise. Let's make it so.
Yeah, just do a whole bunch of demands and do dumb stuff. Why not?
For both of our
Oh, they want to
aspirations.
share logistics. Cool. Yeah, good job, Huns. Let's do it. My bestest allies. Looked at that, I think. Right, yes, you made that up. Cool. There's these two pieces of land that no one has claimed an outpost on. So I'm probably going to just do that. Did I? I did one. Let's work down here, why not? Maybe I won't take those, I'm not that fussed, like at the moment anyway. I've got a whole bunch of territory that I've taken, but I'm not doing anything with it. Can't. I need 180 influence. It's not that important, but we can just station these people down here in case the mines do get a bit uppity. Their stability's up, that's good. You know what I need to do, because we're going to get a new star soon. Go into a new era. I should absolutely try to prioritise getting my stupas in places that need them. There's good. I'll prioritise getting stupas up. That will cure up a whole bunch of them. Easier. -2 food is cool. That'll work. Dipar here is 1 turn away from stability being stable. That's good. Okay, animal magic. Convox are worried. Many farms last year an infestation of rodents plundered granaries. Yeah. One did the problem with cats, all the others used ferrets. You know, cats push me away from push me towards tradition. I couldn't actually max out with ferrets. If ferrets would have maxed me out on that tree, I would have definitely gone with them. But we'll go with cats. Ah. Oh hey, we are oh wow, we're nearly all researched out in my current era. Siege tactics. Yeah, my science far outstrips everything else about my empire right now. Hello, what are all these problems? New grievance available.
Sir, what do you desire?
Wow. I have so many grievances because they're oppressing my faithful. I should just demand all these grievances. I'm curious about the faith though going on. The holy sites. Oh, I see, right. They're the holy sites. You can see them on the map. My religion is just covering the map. Oops. It's just purple everywhere. Alright, yeah. Where are those grievances? We're just demanding more grievances. Eventually they'll get really mad at me and start a fight, and I'm okay with that. Even though they got a non-aggression pact. Yep. Demand. It's like, they're not letting me practice my faith properly apparently, so I just demand the region.
I'm not in the business of making threats. However, in this case,
I'm just going to demand all these.
cannot be simply dismissed. Such transgression cannot be simply dismissed.
They're hate-filled.
Unacceptable!
I'm not in the business of making threats. However...
Yeah, okay, shut up, guys. I'm repeating the same voice lines. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna start a bit of a war, I think. In fact, hold on. My war support is 81. I could actually start a war soon. They would gain 20 war support, but I would still have more. Alright. I kind of want to upgrade my... They're actually okay upgraded. Where are my swordmans? Oh no, those are different guys. My one swordman. I need an iron to upgrade him. Oh, we've got it. Yeah, he can become a swordsman. Yeah. Okay, go team. Now, I think we can't go in here with... Oh, we can, apparently. So I want to consolidate all of my forces into one group, pretty much. Well, not one army, but... Can't. But, together. I like the idea, though, now. Of getting in a fight. What we'll do, we'll kind of work our way over here and we'll start having a bit of fight over this bit of land. The Huns are coming in from this side. I like how they're asking me to strike there, but it's like, I'm not in the war. Maybe I should be in the war. I will be soon. We'll just chill here for a turn.
Keep an eye on things.
Right, Babylon. Let's see. Your food is also low again. You need... Yeah, get the granary and also the flood irrigation. You don't have to worry about building things there for the moment. Oh. You found a curiosity abandoned boat for a new army swordsman. That does not look like an abandoned boat to me. That seems somewhat bugged. Where are the horsemen? Ah, the swordmans. Here they are. Okay, they can join. That's my archer team. Oh no, sorry, that's an archer and a chariot. Yeah, okay, we'll join up with these. Go hop into there. Get on the river.
Over there. Let's go.
Real tempted to just start this war. These reinforcements can come in. There's like this little unit of warrior dudes. So we'll do it next turn when we can actually move. Skip your turn. Oh, Ashley stars, Irastar unlocked. Cool. That's good. We could go to the next culture. But I don't really want to just yet because we're still building up a bunch of these unique ones, which I absolutely need more of. Basically everywhere. I think I'll delay for a while because if we have a look, yeah, no one has taken anything. For now, I can imagine some people will start taking things soon. Could always just stick as the Marians and gain more fame, but I'm not fussed about it. I think we'll skip upgrading for now. We'll try to get as many of those unique districts as possible, and then we will. So hello, where are these?
You? What do you want?
I want to declare war. My war support is 100%, so yes, let's do it. Yeah, declare war. They feel differently about me now, do they? They're sullen. They're sore from a recent defeat. Okay. We just declared war, but fine, whatever you say, lads. Let's see. Let's use Team War Elephant here.
Let's go. Let's go.
We'll manual battle it. Elephants can stay at a distance on high ground because they're archers. Of reinforcements I do. I want to bring the reinforcements in somehow. I don't understand how it works though. It says there's a plus icon, but there's no plus icon. Deployed them. It doesn't make sense. Well, I'm not a fan of combat because I don't understand it. I try auto deploy. Maybe I have to wait a turn. I don't know. We'll just end deployment and see what happens. Oh, there's the pluses here now. Oh, I see. Okay, right. Okay, I see it. Yeah. Cram these lads in here.
Keep moving.
Oh, I see it. I understand it now. How do I select this guy? Oh, I need to click the plus again. I think that cost me gold, maybe. I don't know. Whatever, I think this is enough to kill this unit, so we'll see what happens. Apparently they're already injured coming in, so that's good. Right, Swordman's go stab them.
To battle.
Yeah, I kind of brought in too many units that I don't need, but that's alright. Archers. Go, elephants. Good job, elephant team. Woo! Easy. I think because I moved them, yeah, they don't have their... They don't have their movement. I think because they all got dragged into the same battle effectively, if I understand. But that's cool. Okay, yeah, I don't want to do a new culture just yet. I'm pretty sure I can wait. They reached the ancient hero, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong. I think they were already in the ancient hero. I'm pretty sure that's a bug. Cool, we've got siege tactics now, which is helpful just in time for our fight. I think... Yeah, there's nothing we can research until we go to the next era. I do want to move as soon as I can. But not quite yet. We have an army here that we're going to combine and fight. We'll look at that army in a second. We'll look at over. I want to look at my cities. What are they doing? Hey, our stability is now okay. We've got to prioritise all these stupas that we can in the territories that build them. Even if they're not optimal locations, because I don't really have many districts that are optimal, but it's the absolute priority now. Into Babylon, do you have... Prioritise that as well yourself. I don't mind if you lose food. You'll just gain and lose population, basically. In fact, how much gold do I have? How much do they cost for gold? Most of my gold. All of it, pretty much. For that. I mean, this means we won't be able to transition to a new era for at least 15 turns. I wonder if queuing up will be a bug, though, and let me keep them going in that way. I'll be okay with that. Oh, we should attach... Oh. Like I planned to. There we go. I could probably attach this piece of land as well. But I don't really want to mess with the stability at the moment. Oh, a lot of good tiles apparently for this. Get the animal barns done, we'll do that. Okay, I think cancel one of those and we'll buy one of them. It's a lot of gold, but that cuts it down from an extra 15 turns to only 11 or so. But we lose 11 turns of science, which is... Okay. I don't use higher army costs. Yeah, let's get minus assimilate cost. That's ideal.
They may have more to offer than just their weapons. Assimilation does seem practical.
Yeah. I mean, assimilation's dirt cheap anyway, it seems, but you know. I mean, I could assimilate these for 13 now, instead of the 25 they were before. The thing is, do I want to get them right now because of the city limit? I don't know if I want to push her to 5 of 4, because that might be a bad idea. I don't know what negatives are involved. But equally, getting this place will be still nice anyway. I could do it, I suppose. For science. Yeah, YOLO, let's do it. Now we're over the city cap. What has that done? Okay, minus 10 influence per turn. That's not a lot at all, considering I'm making 126 per turn. I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with that loss. Build one of these up. Oh, farmer's quarter. Why does it suggest replacing the farmer's quarter? Because it is technically, I think it counts as a farmer's quarter, doesn't it? No, research quarter. Okay, it's probably because that farmer's quarter is a really bad placement. Like even I can see. Hey, we've got some mans we can make. Oh, we don't have enough gold to make those mans better, but. Oop, I didn't really click over there. God damn. That's okay. That's okay. Right, this combat. Right, yeah, I forgot about this combat entirely. Let's see. This seems fine. Manual battle it. What do we got? We've got my archers here. We've got these lads. Move you there. There. Move this swordman a bit closer. We'll keep my archers a bit far back because we can move those closer in when things happen. And deployment. What have we got? So they've got a lot of archers, a lot of swordmans of their own. Apparently they decided to move their archers right next to one of my guys, so that's okay. There is a lot of going on right now that I can barely comprehend. When it's my turn, we'll figure stuff out. Oh wow, one of my things are nearly already dead. Cool. Right, team, run away. Actually, don't run away. What reinforcements do? Actually, yeah, run away for now. You don't die. Bring in a reinforcement of... Oh no, apparently... Oh my god, I don't... Right, it brought in an archer. I wanted a melee unit to fill that spot, but okay then, I've got an archer, fair enough. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. Let's go stab these bad archers. Archer here could shoot this one. I'll use the units I have until I figure stuff. We'll try and kill this chariot.
For the Empire.
Cool, that works. Can I bring you guys in? Can't bring them in right there. That's okay, we bring them in actually on this tile. That works. Let's go stab these archers.
No fear.
Apparently they somehow did 1,000,000 damage to me. Wait, they're not archers. Stabby man. There's their archers. The combat I don't understand. But it's okay. Oh wait, they were my scouts. That's why they're really rubbish. My bad. I thought they were one of these. Yeah, I'm not good. I'm very bad. This is apparently a very even... stabby. Who hasn't moved? This sword guy. They can just straight out defend. Now, reinforcement wave. Oh no, apparently I can't do that. It's their turn again. I guess I can only get one reinforcement a turn. And my scout dudes are going to die comically because I put them into a battle. So are these sword guys. I mean, this is fine. Like, they sent a lot of units up here to attack me. Probably leaving their capital very undefended for the mines, which is good. Sorry, the Huns. Team Archer. You could probably do a bit of damage to them, so do that. This guy can then equally shoot those and kill them. This archer can kill this unit. Let's see if I can understand reinforcements better this time. We'll bring in chariot, they can just straight attack these archers. Yes. That's good. Let's keep pulling these guys back because they're very injured. These guys are pretty injured as well. I'd like to pull them back if I could, but that's okay. That does an excessive amount of damage. Hopefully these can finish them off. Yeah, good, good. I'm going to bring in more reinforcements. No, it's locked because I didn't move this thing away. That's okay. That's okay. Who hasn't been yet? These sword guys. We're just going to have them defend. Yeah, I should have moved them because these archers will probably shoot them a bit. But they're defending so they might not die. Oh no, they went for the horsey man. Okay. I kind of wish you could turn off the icons. They're annoying. They're blocking what's going on. Alright. Team Archer. Yep. Kill these. You can... apparently these guys want to go here to attack. For some reason. Even though they'll take more damage. That's a very even little fight. We move here though.
No mercy.
We can bring in a reinforcement at least of more horse dudes. Finish them off with any luck. Not quite, okay. You'll be able to finish them with these guys then. Yeah, we won that battle. Nice. There we go. Cool. Out of curiosity, how is our war going?
Your presence enrages me.
Oh, amazing. It's going down, but that's okay. I think I'll have... Oh, they're bringing in a new army. Swordmans and noble javelineers. That's actually a bit of a worry. Can't pay to heal them. I think we might pull our army back into our own territory so they can heal up. Really? Why are you... Game is weird, I don't get it. Fine, we'll just run away this way then. Bye! We'll try to heal everyone up a bit before engaging again.
For both of our aspirations.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, Hans. Yeah.
This
I'll see if they do a scientific agreement while we're here.
This feels wrong.
Yeah. Go team. Right, we'll see if we can bring this little army over to go help up. Takes 7 turns to get there, but that's fine. Ah. Okay, so they've basically made the Bayo tapestry. So we can hang it, which will get industry cost negatives for a while. We divide it and give it to the armies, we get plus 110 combat strength for 10 turns. Or we could sell it and get 15 money for 10 turns. I'm pretty sure if we divide it up and get the combat strength, that'll help for these 10 turns because that will win war. Cool. So what's next? Oh well, what's next is that it's 4:45. Stopping soon. I should have stopped earlier. Screw it. We'll play until 5. Then I'll stop. Let's get everyone over here so we can all heal up a bit in my own territory for a while. They can all chill. Skip until heal. Skip until heal. Hey, we've discovered a wonder.
As lethal as it is stunning, that crater is full of sulfur.
Ooh. And you can just idle until heal. That's good. I think some of these guys are taking on a fight against Memphis a bit as well. Be curious about my allies. Are they still at war with?
Friend, you need a drink.
Yeah, they are still at war. Cool. Turn. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I
Given
should
30
have.
research quarters. I'm not sure if this should be called the City of Science or the Den of Geeks.
30 research quarters already. There's like a lot of special districts that count as science quarters. I'm thinking maybe I should go change eras soon, but we've got 6 turns until we've finished them all in Babylon. I mean, that's alright. That'll be 6 turns for there as well. We could delay 6 turns, I think. Over here needs 5. Yeah, okay. Pretty sure that means every city in all the connected regions at least would have built these, so that's alright. Right, what do we need here in Star? Oh, their stability is dropping it. Right. Okay, so what we need to do is build up commons. Apparently here's a good spot because we get 15 stability. We'll start building some of those. Make sure we don't have any bad stuff happen. Are they coming in for a little bit of a fight? Could actually go engage. This team comes along here.
For the Empire!
Yeah. Think we can call them in as reinforcements, maybe. Oh, they just straight retreated. Fair enough. That works for me very much. This guy is idle now. Right. Let's go walk in here and we'll go try to ransack this outpost like I planned. What? They become mutinous? Why? Oh god, right, because we were pumping out those things. Oh jeez. Alright, let's get some stability up, I guess. I'm gonna get +5 easily. Build a fort. In fact, we have a fort. This will make units spawn on it, so we should have it spawned down here. Closer to the fight in case we need to. We will be giving up the 2 synergy from exploitations. That I actually forgot to think about. I'm going to buy one though. Okay, we'll make one of these and that'll be 6 turns, we'll be okay. I say. Alright. Oh yeah, these lads have turned up now. Woo. Go fight these. In fact, we're just going to auto resolute this because faster, easier. Right, now we can use one of these to ransack. It just gains us gold, actually. That's alright. They keep sending some units up, though. How are they making all of these units? Actually, I'm pretty sure that was the army that I saw earlier that ran away. It was set up a defensive position. You could probably heal up until we're done. Okay. Skip your turn. Yours. See what this army does. They're starting a war. That's fight, sorry. I think we'll instant resolve this one again. Yeah, we didn't lose anything. Getting a lot of combat stars now. I think we'll probably pull back to my territory system to heal up, especially this guy. But we'll move this singular guy. And we'll get him to heal. Ah, new civic army wages. Okay, so plus 20 stability on city that you occupy, plus 5 stability on garrison. Sounds pretty good. Plus money on ransacking, plus combat strength when ransacking. I'd rather this for the extra stability on garrisons.
If an army wants reliable soldiers, they had best provide a reliable income.
Yeah. Oh no. Empire is now rebellious, but that's okay. One turn they'll have that thing built and gain some stuff. Hey, grievance.
Come.
Oh no, the
Let us
Huns.
share our dreams.
Ah. Just let me cancel out of this so I can see. Okay, they took that city that I actually wanted, but I was too slow. Or too that's alright, whatever. I'm not going to I could demand it, maybe. I mean, they might give it to me. But I am but I'm already over the limit and I don't really want to be even more over the limit. Or whatever.
Oh, it's
It's okay. They're my bros. Go heal up. Are you still doing the cancels? How's the war support going?
Speak!
Not great. Sorry, not great for them, I should say. It's going great for me. Faster to go over there to heal up. Looks like it. They can just all heal up there. We'll bring them back. Grievance.
Come. Let us share our dreams.
Concern for those people. They're being oppressed. You know what? YOLO. YOLO. Let's demand it. Oh gosh, they gave it to me. Okay. Right, now I'm 2 over the limit. I suffer a penalty of 120 per turn. Wow. I mean, I'm still gaining 63, but we need to get into the next era as soon as we can and gain some plus city tax. No, I don't want to attack anything. Same for you guys. Heal up. Crazy. Crazy. I kind of don't even really want this city, but okay, it's mine now. We could do with food. Build some. Ipar is going up again, but they're under control, basically. Get food. I could build one of these stupas for the guy. Some of those placements are real bad. Definitely more food for you. Am I building? Oh no. I didn't swap the thing, but they are going up now though. That's okay. Right. When they're back... In fact, actually I could apparently... Oh, I can't buy that yet. Alright. Maybe next turn they'll stop being mutinous, we'll see. It could be the turn after that. Alright, someone's got to the medieval era before me. So, that means others will start doing that, so... I'm going to have to buy that out. Oh. Multiple cultures and peoples. Do we force all admins across the land to speak a common tongue? Force them to. Take away 100 gold. Moves towards the homeland. We get prosperous. Get 10 money for 10 turns. That will do that. Yield to it. We get nothing. Go towards world. We invent. We'd get science for 10 turns. Considering the science is useless right now. Let's spend 100 gold and we'll get more money. 10 turns. Yeah, it went from 95 to 155. That's pretty good. What are you building? Oh, the animal barn. Cool. 6 turns. So I'm thinking 6 turns. That's when we'll go to the next era. As long as I don't mess stuff up. We've been delaying in this era for a real long time now. Yeah, I plundered. Oh, I did actually get rid of that. Sweet. What I wanted, baby. The Mayans are sending like 1 scout to the war now. Right, you can split out on your own. Bring these 2 down. They can merge up with these guys. For an army of 4. They can just heal. Right, Babylon. Maybe we should start getting this mausoleum soon. Things I could really do with like infrastructure that I haven't built up at all. Particularly industry. Or another holy site would be pretty good. Let's see, where's a good spot for this? Which city would I really want it to belong to? Sipar or Patalpotra? I mean, I'm not actually that fussed about the religion in a way. But it does give stability as well, so actually either of those cities would be pretty good. So which one actually has the worst current stability? That one's going to 50. This one's going to 36. Okay, right, over there. There we go. Alright, Babylon. Please be building this over here. We'll find a relatively useless spot. Actually, there's good, yep. You can build that up for them. The Huns purchased my gemstones. Merge up, please. There we go. Oh, apparently this guy didn't get healed up. Fine, we can drop him out. He can wander up there and go heal.
Keep moving.
Okay, just skip your turn. Team Elephants. So. Right, I think, friends, I'm going to save there because I need to stop. Things to do, and then I'm going to make some food. But that's been a good stream. That's been fun. Pretty awesome. A couple of people to chat to, which is always nice. That's the wrong button. There we go. No, that's the wrong button again. We're not starting, we're finishing game. Okay. Why you... Problem solved. Master of streaming here. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been good. I'm liking this game kind of more. I'm kind of getting more used to the combat, but I still kind of don't like it a great deal. But it's alright. The game's good though. The game's fun. Yeah, like it's just, it is weird. It's very similar to the Endless Legend combat, but that just felt better. This just doesn't feel good. It's kind of wonky. I think it's going to get improved in patches, if I'm honest. I think a lot of this game is going to get improved in patches. Amplitude are kind of like that. They'll release stuff, and then do massive sweeping changes in patches and just make everything much better, and then do more crazy stuff in patches as well. But yeah, it's been cool. And, nice seeing you, Brownie. Appreciate you being here, dude. And I'll be streaming again tomorrow sometime. Catch you all next time.